Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back in this. What's going on, girl? Happy Friday. It's giving gloom. Okay, it is very much giving. It's raining outside my window. I wanna go outside. Yeah, it's raining. In the rain. It may sound crazy, but I wanna go outside. Yes, I do. Help me out. Once the rain starts falling on my face, then you won't see a single trace. Right now, I think I'm dying because of you. I'm crying. I ain't warmed up. I'm not about to do this with you, Candy. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Listen, I told you I'm not warmed up. I'm not about to do all this, y'all. Okay, I can do it though. That's my shit. The escape version, yes. Okay. Yes, y'all. Shout out to Candy and the girls. Y'all gonna stop playing on Candy Top. You raggedy assholes. Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Because I feel the same way about Jaheim. Like, I'm not really mad at y'all because I feel the same way about Jaheim. I hate this nigga's voice. I don't like his songs. Let me go, let me go, let me go. I needed to, I just want to go outside in the rain. Oh, baby, oh, I just wanna. I don't want you to see me this way. That's why I gotta go. Something in there. I had to back it up from the mic. I ain't want to blow my mic out. You know what I'm saying? I could back it up, then I can give it the air that I feel like it needs, girl. I have not done a vocal exercise in a minute, okay? Be Drew in this bitch. Hold up. In the nose. Okay, you got to get it in the nose. All my girls who've actually done the voice lessons, girl, you got to get it in the nose, okay? Come on now. Scales. Come on, my people. Okay. Come on. Get into your scales. Okay, listen. Bitch, let me pull out my keyboard. I'm fucking up. All right. Listen. I'm trying to remember, girl. It's been a long time, y'all. It's been a long time. I love y'all. How y'all doing? Yes, I can't stand Jaheim. I cannot stand Jaheim. I know he can sing. But I don't like him. I'm so sorry, y'all. That voice irritates the dog shit out of me. Y'all know who else voice irritates the dog shit out of me? Kim. What is that song? When love starts, like, oh, what is the song? I hate when I can't think of the shit. Oh, Dover, you're wrong, baby. I can't stop loving you, baby. I can't help myself. And they play the fuck out of it in New Orleans. And I can't get over you, girl. No matter what I tell myself. Okay, I hate y'all. Okay, Keith Sweat. Okay. Now that I'm getting older, I do not. But Keith Sweat hit his beat so hard, it's hard to dislike Keith Sweat. Like, there are songs like, girl, I can't wait to, like, there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna dislike that song. The way Keith Sweat come in on that song, can't stop your love. I need your loving right now. Don't stop your love. Ha, 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 ha. Don't stop your love. Now, I have never heard this. I have never heard that Joe irritate somebody's soul. I have never heard of that. Joe is usually one of the ones that everybody loves. It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. And every time you come around me, I get weak. Listen, that was just always like, I don't know. But you know what? Everybody's entitled. Everybody got they one. Keith Sweat, I like a begging ass nigga. Y'all, listen, I don't care what y'all talking about. The type of nigga that Keith Sweat is, old nigga toxicity aside, if you go back to like the 80s and the 90s, y'all, I'm sorry, but the player niggas are the best niggas. Like the Keith Sweat type, you know why? Because they, first of all, they take good care of themselves. These are your attractive men, right? These are also the men that intellectualized being player. And a part of being player is knowing how to beg a bitch, knowing how to soft talk her, and knowing how to fuck. So if I'm gonna get played, because I'm gonna get played no matter what, right? And you know, back in the day specifically, if I'm about to get fucked over by a nigga, I want to get fucked over by one of the most silkiest, velvet, like, bitch, you better have velvet on that shit. I want to get played in the face with somebody that's gonna make it worth my while. Like, yes, it is a terrible thing when you out here dicked out, y'all. It's a terrible thing to be dicked out, but it's also an amazing thing. That's why whenever a woman is out here being humiliated, but you be like knocking the paint off the walls, we be like, okay. Cause if there are too many niggas out here that can't fuck, there are too many niggas out here that have energy like they can fuck, and you find out they can't fuck. So this is, and that's not the same for women. I don't care what you niggas are talking about. Y'all can play like we on level playing field when it comes to that, but we not. You gonna bust a nut every time. We gonna have to search, find, seek out, concentrate, clear our palate, take deep breaths. Bitch gotta do a lot of shit. Okay, to accomplish the end goal here. All right. So no, now that I'm looking back on it, I absolutely like have a respect for the girls that ended up with the player niggas, right? Because at least you was getting fucked out. Like I don't want to be out here being humiliated just for no reason. Like you really, like for instance, us finding out, like really thinking about it, that the way Mendices talk. I know y'all, we talked about Mendices in them tapes that he be sending, right? More of that vocal came out, right? More clips, and I'm not about to play it because it creeps me out. But I feel like, and maybe it's just me, that nigga don't know how to talk. And to me, if you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to fuck. And then I remember Ra Ali saying your shit was little. And then I see how you talking about pillow princesses. So I'm like, you want me to be out here getting maced in front of jail and a nigga can't fuck? To me, at that point, you going out bad, man. You are going out bad at that point. I want you to know, okay? You going out bad, bitch. I know y'all be, oh, women, you know, y'all just hating. Women, y'all miserable. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. If you like it, I love it, bitch. I can still call a thing, but if you like it, I love it. At the end of the day, if there's any woman out here that is being publicly humiliated by a nigga, and she not at least having moments where she being fuck retarded, oh, I I have no respect for that situation. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. Like that's why that's why, like, most of y'all not getting women now. Y'all don't intellectualize sex. Like, that's why most women don't want to deal with y'all, because y'all have really lost the art of macking. Niggas have really, I don't know who's like raising niggas these days, but like the art of macking is really lost upon a lot of y'all. Like y'all really don't like women. So it's hard for y'all to conceal it, especially nowadays. I think maybe back in the day, niggas was maybe better at hiding that they don't really like you. But these days, y'all be telling on yourselves. All you got to do is talk to a nigga for 5 minutes and he gonna say some shit that lets you know he don't really like women like that. I want us to go back to you know, the time frame where at least if a woman was gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you know, if she was gonna get played in a relationship or, you know, be out here doing a lot for a man, at least the man was like easing her mind and her body in some type of way. At least you was giving some type of relief, some type of reprieve. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what I'm talking about, because I feel like this is something that was specifically happening between the 70s and the 90s, where you knew about women that like was having good like sex lives and shit, or niggas was just good at macking. Like good little conversation. They like music. They like to find somewhere to take you to and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Open up doors, go get your drink. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Dance with you for a little bit. Have a little good conversation. And then at the end of the night, don't press you about coochie. Don't press you. And then you get turned on by the fact that a nigga ain't pressing you. Boom. Got the coochie. It's not hard. It's not hard. And y'all niggas is just not good at macking. And you really, you know, you really, not y'all saying it's giving scissoring. It's really not. It's really not. Because some of the girls that scissoring is getting their lives lit up. Okay? I don't know what these niggas is out here doing. Yes, we like us an old, you know, Marvin Gaye, Frankie Beverly, Teddy Pendergrass, Isley, like, please romanticize my mind, fuck nigga. Don't just be out here y'all. It's too many of y'all that's disrespectful, and that's really what it is. Like, too many of y'all are rude. That's why you ain't getting no coochie. You mad you ain't getting no coochie, nigga? You mean? You can't even hide your meanness until you get a bitch locked in. Like that, and that'd be another type of nigga. The one that like make you think they got sense until they lock your ass in. Baby, marriage. Oh, nah, I'm free. Now I can treat this bitch like shit. She ain't going nowhere. Oh, let me tighten my rope. Yeah, nah. At all times, men, if there are any straight men in this chat, man, and I doubt it, but I'm gonna just say, if any straight men ever come across this, you need to inquire on what good sex is for women, from them, not from other niggas for real, but from women, okay? From men sometimes, but niggas who you know actually know what they doing. There's an energy behind men that know what they doing, okay? Please inquire. Make yourself good at this. Because at least then, if you're going to be a fuck nigga, the girl is getting something out of the situation and not just you banging her out thinking that you was doing something. Some of the best ones in the world are your slow pokers. Get your ass on. There are niggas on Twitter that is fucking the girls out. And I know what it looks like. Y'all have no reason to be bad at sex these days. It's too much, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I think a part of them not being like sensual or baggy for some, you know, in the music is like an extension of them not really knowing how to fuck. Right? Because once you like know how to pleasure women, it kind of builds a certain confidence inside of you as a man. That means you don't act like a bitch all the time. Like, hey, some of y'all act like bitches all the time, and it's a reflection of your inability to please women. Like, and when I say bitches, I mean like y'all act aggy, right? So y'all saw the title of the video. I think we're ready to get into it. I think I done warmed y'all up a bit. So, excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. Okay, y'all know what the mornings be like for the free girls, okay? Coffee and gardening. Coffee and gardening, okay? And cute mugs from our favorite 90s cartoons. Living my life like it's going in. I'm sorry, y'all. I love my life sometimes. Okay, so Amon Schubert seeks jail time for Tiana Taylor, accuses her of violating divorce order, publicly revealing private terms, hurling insults in front of kids, and damaging his career. So you want your baby mama, who always still be low-key defending you, you want her to go to jail. So when I talk about how I feel like most of the time what we're dealing with is men that women hold up and go to bat for and do everything they can for, love hard, but the men be mad and resentful and hating on them because the women are so amazing, and the men, instead of learning from it and stretching with it, they resent it and they get mad about it, and then they sabotage you. And it showcases how they really don't like you. It's like they liked you as long as you were a fixture, an accessory, something that made them look better. But when you start to surpass them in their minds, for real, and they see other people seeing you surpassing them, it starts to, then they sink into what a mind is in right now, which is like the bitch nigga sunken place. Bitch ass nigga sunken place. We're gonna start like calling that what that is, because it's another nigga that's on that. It's a couple of niggas that's on that list. Bitter nigga, bitch ass nigga, bitter, really is bitter. Bitter nigga sunken place. You got him, you got Scrappy. Scrappy, like, he be trying to get out of it, but really he's bitch nigga sunken place. And really these are men who have taken advantage to the point of fucking up their relationships, and instead of taking the L and being humble and being a better person, they get mad and then kind of double down on it and continue to make it worse because they're angry that they fucked up their situation. But they can't really just be mad at themselves. They have to spread their anger around. So now they're mad at you because you don't want to deal with them, like, holding you back out of fear of losing you. Like you tired of that shit. You want to fly. You Tiana Taylor, bitch. You make everybody look good. Everybody you stand next to, you work with, you make look good. You magical, bitch. You supposed to be glittering that shit around the world. You're not supposed to be being held in place by a nigga that quit basketball to play. I mean, to be a rapper. Like, why would you do that? Didn't you see how they wasn't paying rappers? Well, did you miss it? Yes, Martell Holt, Tyrese, and DDG. And y'all know DDG is on the list today, okay? Y'all follow BondyBlue Bites. Please follow BondyBlue Bites, where I break up my lives, because there you can really just type his name into my videos and you will see all of the different times this nigga has been on the internet that I reported on acting like a bitch ass nigga. It's evidence. There's evidence here. The evidence is through social media. Okay? And there's always, and this is why the reason why these men don't get better is because there's always weak bitches in the comments. There's always weak bitches around them telling them that they're not fucked up, telling them they didn't do anything wrong. Like, it's annoying. Slim Thug, yes. Niggas that's really mad that they fucked their own shit up, but they mad at you. It's the weirdest thing, girl. And this is what I see more often than not. And then also this always being high shit. And listen, if you can't handle the green, you can't handle the green, bro. Some of y'all dive into that shit and y'all are like zombies. Y'all are lethargic. You don't need to be on that, bro. That's not for you. Okay? There are those of us that are juggling. Okay, juggling like a motherfucker with the lettuce. Okay? Some of us are getting all of the work, girl. We can't even get the work done all the way right. And we don't have like something to ease us into it because we know we're going to be like, some of you niggas can't be on green and get y'all job done. Y'all can't. And so y'all need to lay that down. I'm just saying, y'all, it's not for everybody. It's really not. You got to be able to step away, money. Amon Schubert is demanding ex-wife Tiana Taylor be jailed for 20 days and found in criminal contempt, claiming she violated their July 2024 divorce deal. According to his Mayfield court filing, Tiana willfully and contemptuously exposed and broadcast specific provisions of their divorce judgment, which covered custody, support, and property division. Now, you guys, he did this. Do y'all remember how I tell y'all anytime a nigga accuse you of something, it's something they probably doing because all they do is project? Like literally everything y'all used to stereotype about women is true about men. Like it's always like this, The world is upside down. The world is upside down. So we're all always being fed the opposite of what's really true. And this happens all over the place, right? This nigga is the reason that people even knew that they was filing for divorce. She put it under their initials and he went and put it under his name and released it. He has been outing the things that have been happening in their court filings this entire time. This entire time. According to his May 5th court filing, and this, y'all, just this past week, Tiana willfully and contemptuously exposed and broadcast specific provisions of their divorce judgment, which cover custody, support, and property division. Does anybody else think he did this maliciously? He did this right before she was about to be, you know, the main course down to the Met Gala. And then she has a movie coming. She had a movie, you know, coming out and all of this type of shit. Anything. I feel like because this girl continues to soar and continues to do so well for herself, he takes his bitter Betty ass down to the courthouse to file paperwork to utilize the court system against her. And that's why I don't take that deadbeat dad shit where y'all act like women keeping y'all from y'all kids, like y'all don't get preferential treatment in court. Especially if you got a little bit of money. That's how I know a lot of y'all just really don't want to take care of your kids, and you will use any excuse so that you don't have to be the bad guy. Because in real life, niggas with a little bit of cash will take their ass down to the courthouse and make sure you dropping that baby off. Niggas use the court system to abuse women. I gotta stop saying the N-word so much. Men used the courthouse to abuse women all the time. That's why getting you pregnant and making you have children is a gotcha for them. Because it's a way to push you into a corner. A lot of men really do want to push women into corners and make it harder for them to leave. They want you to be codependent on them. Because if you're not codependent, then you are free to just leave as you please. And it's not just men, but a lot of people just really have a hard time with that. We're going to get into Raven Simone in a minute. Okay. But yeah, to me, it felt like he hating on her. He alleged she hurt his income, damaged his reputation, and took their kids out of school without reason. He also claimed Tiana shouted crude and inflammatory racial insults in front of the children, putting them in a self-imposed position of peacemaker. Y'all, racial insults? When you are being, when you are gaslighting this hard, so you know when Black people argue, especially in relationships, you like, nigga, da 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 da. And so now you're gonna say that it's a racial slur for her to say nigga when she arguing with you, and take that to court, and that's the language you use. How manipulative and exploitive of you to use race against your Black ex-wife. That is so disgusting to me. That is so fucking disgusting to me. This nigga is mad. He is upset. He is jealous. He is Lorenz Tate in the Rain on Me video, standing in the background, pissed. Rain on me, Lord, won't you take this pain from me? I don't want to live, I don't want to breathe to you. I don't want to hug my pillow late at night no more. I'm tossing and turning and thinking about burning down these walls. I don't want to be this woman the second time around. Cause I'm waking up screaming, no longer believing that I'm gonna be around. Yeah. That sounds like a Mary J. Blige song when you really sing it. You know. Okay. Okay, come on now. Tiana has previously filed her own contempt motion accusing Amon of leaking sealed documents. Amon wants her fined $1,000 and jailed. I never tried to send Amon to jail, she said. Amon's lawyer denied any leaks, stating he adamantly denies the claim. So basically accusing her of the shit that he's doing, accusing her of doing to him what he's doing to her. Again, projection. Again, y'all, Projection. I mean, Amon is the one who asked for their names to be revealed when Tiana wanted to maintain anonymity out of the diva, of course, Erica De Niro. And she only came to the front because she has proof, as she said, that Amon is leaking stuff to the blogs. Now you want her to be removed from her job and children for 10 days. What a great dad. Listen, hey, Sin. Cynthia G in the building. Amon is the epitome of a bitter baby daddy. Ain't he though? Ain't he though? Lord have mercy, these niggas ain't shit. Baby daddy's crashing out. Baby daddy's crashing out. Crash out, baby daddy, right here. Come see it, everybody. Crash out, baby daddy. Come up, step up. See your crash out, baby daddy. Young women, if you don't have a baby for a nigga just yet, hold your breath, and I want you to see his stats at the beginning. Tall, fine, good job. Okay, helped you have a baby. At the end, trying to put you in jail because you're doing better without him. Is this the life you want for yourself? Come and see him. Come up, come up, come up. Come to the front. Step to the front. Come see him. You got to see the example. You got to know what you might be getting yourself into with your fairy tale and shit. Because niggas do flip like a coin on your ass. Niggas flip like a coin on your ass. Step right up, people. Take a gander. Bitter baby daddy. This is the end. This is what happens at the end. You gotta listen, because a lot of y'all feel like it's only the broke niggas that's bitter baby daddies. Hello. We trying to teach y'all this shit happens on every tax bracket. Okay, let's move on. Now I told y'all I wanted to talk about y'all know we gonna get to DDG. Let's go through some Met Gala shit, and then I'm gonna pull up Raven Simone, because I agree with Raven Simone, and she said something I think was controversial to her old lady and everybody around. So first of all, let's start with this. So do y'all know the Met Gala was on, this past week, and the old ladies first panel last night went through the looks, okay, that we saw, that we like. I loved it. I love dandyism. I love suitage. My grandpappy always wore suits and hats. I loved it. My mom, is a woman that grew up in the 70s. Your mahogany, your white suits, your Diana Ross hats, you know what I'm saying? Your Diane Carroll shoulder pads. Okay. Like I grew up, seeing that as beauty. Okay. So for me, I loved that it did, right? Some people were not hitting it the way I wanted them to hit it. I feel like they were definitely missing the tailoring part of this. I think so many people wanted to do oversized or, oddly fitted shit because that's what's in. But a part of dandyism is shit fitting to a T. And that's the tailor aspect that I feel like was really missing from it. But I still feel like they got the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, the truth, Devil Wears Prada queen herself, Anna Wintour, had something to say about President Trump. And I wanted y'all to hear the read from this very classy-based white woman, okay?
I never regret permanently removing Trump from the invitation list of the Met Gala, even though he was the president. He used to be a guest. At that time, I thought he was just a businessman, but I was wrong. The Met Gala is neither Mar-a-Lago nor a stage for the restoration of the powerful and wealthy. When I host this event, it's not to reserve a seat for him, nor to let his supporters shout, "Make fashion great again" by the red carpet. We make room for art, culture, and the true spirit of innovation, rather than making way for someone who has blatantly belittled women, mocked immigrants, and regarded aesthetics as a bargaining chip. He once tried to persuade me to let him return to the red carpet with the First Lady, and also hinted that there were sponsoring brands willing to pay. I refused because the Met Gala is not an exchange. He hasn't been cancelled. He just never truly belonged here. It's ridiculous. I never refused.
That read right there. That read right there. That read right there. Do you hear me? That read right there sent me through the fucking roof this morning as I was scrolling. She said it's not that he's been canceled, dear. He never really belonged here from the beginning.
Because the Met Gala is not an exchange. He hasn't been cancelled. He just never truly belonged here. It's ridiculous that he actually thought he could come back. I don't want this most sacred night in the fashion world to be reduced to someone's political show. Whether he's willing to admit it or not, he's out for good.
Listen, especially after this.
Listen, these pitiful Met Gala organizers actually let Kamala Harris walk the red carpet, but they dared to ban me, the greatest president in American history, from attending. This is simply the biggest scandal in the fashion industry of the United States. No one understands the red carpet better than I do. During the golden era I created when I was in the White House, over 100,000 designer jobs were added in New York. But these ungrateful fashion experts now would rather invite Harris, who can't even speak coherently, than allow a real star like me to enter.
The inner thoughts of a narcissistic a tyrant of a president. Like the inner thoughts. Like he actually wrote this shit on a piece of paper to tell us about it. Like the funny part is I think they don't know how insecure and how much of a big ass baby and how much of a bitch and how not really manly this is. Like this public temper tantrum at people not respecting you because you don't respect anybody. Like you don't even respect the people that are in these spaces like Anna Wintour. Like you really feel like they have no integrity just like you do. And there are people that really care about their craft. There are people that really care about what they do. Even if they are assholes, racist, whatever, they actually care about what they do. And you using it to cheapen it would just not be the choice. The fact that they chose to go so black, like the fact that they went so black in opposition to him is what I loved about it, and what I really had to step back and pay attention to, because I was like, wait, it's way more black people than I think I've ever seen. And there was so many white people that didn't come. And I saw a white lady talking about, oh no, not a white lady, a black lady talking about how a lot of the white people didn't come because they have this mentality that, oh, you know, we wanted to let them have their moment. Like as if you think you're better than us. And if you were there, you would have outshined somebody. Like, I wonder who really thought that. I know they don't really think that, right? So yeah, I feel like you got to pay attention. You think that this is AI generated? What part? Which one? Because I hope you know that dude actually said that shit, y'all. More Met Gala shit. Remember we talked about last night how Zendaya was looking just like another woman. Well, guess what? That was Anna Sawai. Anna Sway. I'm gonna say it wrong, but y'all know I mean well. If I heard it, I'd remember it. Okay. But y'all know I hate Law's nose job, and I hate Law's wig. Okay. But he dressed down, and he dressed a lot of people on the red carpet that looked amazing. And he dressed Zendaya, and seeing the look be copied but not done as well is hilarious.
6 people tonight.
Wow. The fact that you are even standing.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Is it not? Now look.
You'll see it on the carpet right now. There's a look very similar to
Very
Zendaya's
similar.
that walked already.
Dressed 6 people tonight.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you though, when you actually look at it, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Okay, and first of all, look at Law. I feel like before he got this nose job, because I feel like what we're seeing here is a different nose than the one we're seeing above, and the black hair. Law. I don't know what's going on, sis. I don't know what type of shit you going through, but go back to the previous look, okay? Because that right there was it. This is given I'm going through a midlife crisis. But yeah, listen, Zendaya is tailored perfectly, and that's exactly what I was talking about, y'all. I was talking about the tailoring, and that is a difference between a look hitting and a look being trash. Okay, look at the way the jacket is tailored. Look at the way the pants are tailored to cut right before they touch the floor. Okay, fitted at the knee, flared out. Look at the suit jacket, how it's tailored to her figure. Also, she knows how to model. So she knows how to hold her body for this look. She's probably practiced it. Knows what poses are going to look good, has done it to the point that it feels natural to her as she's walking down. There's very much a rehearsal for this. The hat is beautiful, draped over her eyes, creating the look, the vibe. Your girl over here, and it's no disrespect to Anna, but because I'm sure this wasn't Anna's fault, because sometimes, it's the people you're working with, not you, that make these decisions. Either way, her jacket is not tailored as well. I think the vest that Zendaya has adds layering that adds even more dimension and beauty to this white suit, whereas her tailoring is not on point when it comes to the jacket or the pant. It doesn't give her body any dimension. But I do like her tie and shirt combo. Outside of that, you can see the difference in these two looks. I feel like because it is so simple, because it's all white and it's almost the exact same look, you can really see the differences. You can see who did it best. And that was Zendaya and Law. That's why Law can't even really be mad, because at the end of the day, y'all really going to be able to see how I do it versus how some of the other girls do it. Let's get into our girl here.
Kim should try something different.
I just didn't.
She should try something different, because she has been doing that silhouette look forever and ever and ever. It's tired. That hat was a nice hat, but not for that. Like, hey, let's just throw a fucking fedora on.
That wasn't just a fedora.
It was not that fucking creative. That look, and then ass on display. Whoa, news at fucking 11. Wow, groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
Okay, give me a bag, bro.
Listen, she's a beautiful girl with a beautiful.
I totally agree with everything that Melissa is saying. It's not about hating. It's about just saying what it is. Sometimes people rest on their laurels. They do the same thing over and over again. And they're somebody that everybody's looking at. I feel like because Kim has been doing the same shit over and over again, we don't really care. That's why I had to really go look for her. I had to go look for her look. I told y'all I didn't like that back out and that ass out thing, because I was like, how many times are you going to do this, this depiction of Sarah Bartman shit that you did? Remember when she did that magazine shoot for Paper Magazine, and it was really offensive to a lot of people for a white woman to basically be drawing reference to a black woman whose huge ass basically made her a zoo animal, like a circus what you call them, a circus freak or whatever you want to call it, like a woman who was eventually I think they killed her and then put her body parts on display in a museum, like exploited to the day of her, like, so even in death, her body being exploited by white people. And you and the Black Venus and you and you depict these things while being a white woman infiltrating a culture because it was advantageous to you in that moment. Like, that's so whack to desecrate. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like she desecrated the memory of those women, the memory of those figures, that blackness, that depiction. She desecrated it. I'm sorry, but she did. And when she did this look, it was reminiscent of that. And it's giving played all and through. And you never had a real personality. You never really had any real style, which is why you rest on your laurels when Kanye is not there to push you to try different shit when it comes to your clothes. Because before Kanye, all she wore was fitted ass silhouette dresses to show off the ass that she paid for. Y'all can keep acting like that girl was always built like that, but she was fucking not. It's called the BBL. It was one of the first BBLs done in the best way possible, bitch. But she looks a mess. Skinny legs, big old ass. You could have left your body alone.
Beautiful body. We always fucking see it looking exactly the fucking same. She did nothing to wow anybody as far as I'm concerned. Like, it was boring, basic, and not even.
Do y'all have history?
You did turn it up a notch. I was like, damn.
Not really.
I didn't like the outfit either, but
that's not true.
I feel like when you are a black woman and you know how she does this shit, it is kind of annoying at some point. Like, because it's the anger of the knowledge of what she's done. It's not really about her. It's not about hating on her. It's not even about having anything personally against her. It's about what she represents. And what she represents for Black women is someone who can come in and take our style, take our body type, and turn it into $1 billion business where everything that you took from Black women is something that Black women are negatively judged for. Like that's upsetting, y'all. I don't, and then acting, to me, these niggas acting like who are these niggas, man? Like these niggas acting like a Black woman, whether y'all want to call her Black or not, because she's biracial. To me, Melissa Ford shows up in the world as a Black woman, so I'm going to call her that. I feel like as a Black woman, this depiction can be really annoying. So like, for instance, let's think about it, y'all. Let's break it down, because I don't like how they playing with Melissa in this moment. And the reason why I say that is because Melissa was a video vixen. Melissa is somebody that was like known for having a beautiful body and a beautiful face, and how she probably had to keep her coochie to herself way more than she would have liked to, just so she doesn't get the moniker of hoe, because that was so easy for people to put on you back then. Melissa had a lot of respect when she was a video model, like did a lot of videos, made a lot of money, was really one of the top tier video models. And as a former video model, to have retained your beauty and still really look good, that says a lot about who you are as a person and how you value your beauty. And y'all remember she got in a really bad car accident, and Melissa Ford, like, had to really pull herself back to life. And the way she looks and the way she takes care of herself, when you know you have that naturally and you still have not been able to acquire in this life with somebody that steals, somebody that goes and gets surgery, somebody that doesn't have the same respect for their beauty because they're so quick to change it based on what the trend is of the moment. Like, I think you have every right to be annoyed with that depiction of a woman, especially when you know how it's something that basically you get called a whore for, but she can go out there and fuck on camera and not be seen in the same manner. And people do slut shame Kim, don't get me wrong, but it's not the same thing as how someone is able to amass wealth. And it is something only a white woman can do, amass wealth based off of a sex tape with a Black man that most of the white people who come to know and love her don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that, y'all. Melissa Ford is somebody that probably had to keep her coochie to herself. The lawyer's daughter from the goddamn OJ trial gets to become Brandy's style, closet cleaner, fucks Brandy's brother, and now is one of the richest, most influential style figures in American culture. Like, think about it. I'm just saying, y'all, like, really think about it. Like, I could understand, like, stole from Brandy, right? Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, you're a thief. You're a thief. You're a thief. And I think people have every right, when they actually work in that industry and had to, like, retain their self-respect in a certain manner, like they had to police themselves in a certain manner as a Black woman, and you don't have to police yourself at all, and then you get to steal from us at the same time. You get to steal our swag. You get to watch me in music videos and steal how I do sexy. Like, come on, y'all. I'm not mad. And I really don't like that Black men act like they don't understand this. It's like always an opportunity to make a Black woman look like she's jealous of somebody. Like, no, bitch, I'm not jealous. I have every right to be annoyed by what she represents. Like the Mary character in Sinners, bitch. I have every right to be annoyed and upset at an archetype that exploits the beauty of Black women while simultaneously, being a thief, being fake. Like, you want all the benefits of Blackness, but you don't want to have to really deal with what it's like to be Black. She's a fucking Trump supporter. Fuck her.
I can't critique without it being personal.
Right. I can't critique without it being personal. Y'all could be screaming and hollering about some shit that y'all don't got nothing to do with. But Melissa Ford says something about a field that she, actually is in when it comes to like modeling and being, being beautiful and all of that. That's something that woman can understand. And y'all get mad at her opinion. So what about these two niggas? Yeah, that was all. What about these two niggas?
I'm trying not to tell Nick shut the fuck up. while I'm talking. While I'm talking.
We were talking
right?
about Greg Popovich, his legacy.
Like just fucking rude. Just nobody give a fuck about your phone. Niggas over here talking about something important.
You over here talking.
Yeah, you're about the wrong fucking thing, nigga.
Man, you want to talk like you on the porch.
Yeah, we talking about this man legacy.
Like all you want.
We're talking about this man legacy over here, and you fucking being disrespectful, nigga.
This is Gills Arena presented by Underdog.
Look the same age, so it's
right?
like,
yeah, he kept saying you want to make a joke. Ain't shit funny right now, nigga.
Keep talking about Pop.
Ain't shit funny.
Pop.
Nigga.
Shit. Let me
Everything ain't nobody want to see that dumbass shit you showing, nigga.
I'll be scared to look this way.
Like,
I'm over here.
yeah, the dumbass nigga over here trying to conduct the motherfucking show, and you over here just constantly.
Talk.
We're trying to, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, I don't have to shut up. I'm
why niggas talking you do?
I didn't say nothing. He said something.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't have to shut
You
up.
the one niggas can hear. Can't nobody hear him.
Shut up. Now
Can't nobody hear him.
Shut up. I'm never gonna shut up.
Sorry, Pop. You can Pop smoke a little.
Pop for the basketball guys.
Can we get a little smoke for Pop?
Hey.
Pop with the basketball.
Mad for no reason.
Nigga over trying to have a real conversation. Nigga,
all right,
shut
you
up.
can have it, nigga. I don't have to shut up.
Shut up.
I didn't say nothing. Don't tell me to shut up, nigga.
You're a fucking child. Shut up sometimes.
That's why we're
shut up.
We are showing love to Greg Popovich.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right, man. That's the end of the show. We are showing love. We're trying to show love. Show love to Greg Popovich.
I'm talking to you, directly to you.
Stop talking to me like that. All right.
Talking to you, nigga.
All right. And
you ain't gonna talk to me. I'm talking to you, nigga.
And I'm gonna keep talking, nigga.
In the show.
Enough, gentlemen. Enough. Enough. Well, this is
hit the button.
Another episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog. We will see y'all next week.
Crazy as fuck.
Okay, so let's talk about this. In my opinion, it's a couple of things going on, but I am tired of how high Nick looks all the time. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I cannot stand when men seem so like high and inebriated that they just like I hate that shit, bruh. I hate that shit. Like, spark up, nigga. Like, it's not dope. What's wrong with you? Like, is this really, like, what's going on here? Like, he act like he be on pills all the time. So, like, Nick being groggy annoys me sometimes. Because it's just not a good look as a man. To always seem as if you are not in control of yourself all the way, or you don't have your laurels all the way. That's why he kept shifting and moving himself, because he realizes that he in there fucked up, and that nigga talking to him like he might have to be on guard. So he moving and shifting so that he could get his blood going, because he might have to fight this nigga, right? But it was some shit that was going on that I was seeing. It's like the abusive, mean daddy and the son that is tired of being punked and knows that he is his daddy's size, but also feels like his daddy got that old nigga strength, so he might not want to fight him. But like, you got to stop talking to me like that, because I'm a grown-ass man, but I'm not giving you eye contact. I'm looking down. I'm shifting and I'm moving. I'm not being quiet because you're not going to bitch me, but I'm also not looking you in your eye and letting you know that you can come over here and try to shut me up. You can come over and attempt to, but that's because he fucked up and he not really on his shit right now. And that's the point. But here's another thing that I noticed. You are being immature. I don't even like Kenya, but Kenya not wrong. Kenya not wrong. Not wrong. He's wrong for his approach, but he's not wrong for what's happening in the moment. We don't see the whole clip, but something makes me feel like y'all are doing a podcast. Somebody is talking, having a serious conversation. And because you're a child, you're going to act bored or act like there's something on your phone that you want to show. This is a podcast, nigga. We're not just sitting in a room talking. We're filming something. So if somebody is talking and telling us a story, you can't be over there talking and looking on your phone and being like disrupting the other person talking. It's disrespectful. It is disrespectful, and it is childish. And that's the reason why Kenyon talked to you the way he did. And here's the thing. I want to read this comment. The people saying Nick ain't want no smoke, blah, blah, blah. What you wanted him to do, stand up, pop off for y'all entertainment? No, but we want him to act like a grown-ass man so he doesn't get in these situations. Like, you running your fucking mouth, but you're not really going to do nothing. Like, you just don't want to shut up because you don't want to be punked in this moment. But you are being punked. Because at the end of the day, the way Kenyon is looking at this nigga, he looking at you like, if you look up at me, it can be, we can move. And Kenyon is an angry nigga. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Kenyon is an angry nigga. It's giving, like I said, it's giving mean, abusive dad. And son, that's tired of that shit. Okay? Male content is so toxic and unattractive. That is so true. And what was all of that smoke for? Like, what was going on there? Gilbert Arenas is one of the weirdest like fuck niggas ever. Like just a weirdo ass nigga that he knows. You could tell that he feels like if I wasn't a basketball player, people would not want me because I'm a goofy nigga. And so I'm always, low key seeking revenge on people because they like me because I'm a superstar basketball player. They wouldn't like me if they knew the real me, which is lame and an asshole. That's what he gives. Like he always gives, I know I'm a goofy nigga and I'm angry about it. That's what Gilbert gives. Yeah, he's a dweeb. Definitely like the one that a lot of the black girls may not have liked because he just wasn't smooth and he was an asshole and he was goofy and he smiled and you see too much of his gums. Like I hate the way y'all think y'all don't have to make yourselves more attractive the way women do. And you think women don't have to make themselves more attractive, but women don't even let body hair grow because they're trying to be attractive to men. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear, because niggas really out here thinking that, oh, women don't adjust while y'all sit there and look unattractive. It is the weirdest thing. Like, again, projection. But yeah, no, I definitely felt like Nick is one of them niggas that you need to learn how to handle yourself and be respectful and grow the fuck up, or be about that shit. But I can't stand like you stupid niggas that want to run y'all mouth, but y'all also don't want to fight. Okay? Like I'm annoyed. But Kenyon, please calm down, sir. Please calm down. Please do us a favor. Take a chill pill, sir. Okay? Because you making everybody in the room scared. All right. Y'all, let's move on. We're gonna hit this up because I really want to go to Raven. Let me go to my TikTok, y'all, because I want to go to Raven. I think we're gonna take a break, and then when we come back, we'll get into Raven, and then we'll finish the rest of the show. But I'm ready to talk about her. I saw a clip. She's doing Shan Booty's podcast, and shout out to Shan Booty because she has been doing some really amazing content over there. Her conversation. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Chill. Her conversation with Cree Summer was just really epic. Y'all remember she's the one that brought us the the story with Jasmine Brown and all the things that she was willing to do in her relationship with Cam Newton. They gave us, more information than we really needed, but it let us know what we needed to know, which is that shit is toxic. That girl is over there being emotionally exploited and abused in some respect, but she wants to be there, so we can't feel too bad for her. Okay. But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. And if y'all feel like supporting the bitch, please do. I really appreciate it. I really want to go and buy an outfit for Mother's Day. I want to go to Abercrombie and Fitch. I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm on my classy based style shit, and I need to go and try the clothes on. I love Shein. I do, girl. I'm gonna order something from them later, but I really want to go to Abercrombie and Fitch and get these slacks. You know what I'm saying, that I saw, and I want to try them on so I can see how they feel. Either way, like if y'all understand the shit I'm talking about, I'm gonna play a clip from TikTok after this to remind me, TikTok clip on style, so y'all can see what I'm talking about for the girls. For the girls that's like, trying to peep the style or whatever. Like, I envision myself low key as two roles. Okay, either I am the Puerto Rican cocaine dealer or I'm the Puerto Rican cocaine dealer's old lady. Okay, when we're talking about style. Okay, or his weird but classy based sister. Okay, slightly artsy. All right, long sleeve white tee, long sleeve button up white shirts and shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Tank tops, minimize the bras. You know what I'm saying? Abercrombie Fitch got ugly clothes. You would think so, but maybe it's because you haven't been over there in a minute. But either way, I think a lot of people think the stuff, like I've been out with my friends and I wanted to buy something. She's like, that's ugly. And I was just like, that's fine that you feel that way. And then I wear it and then everybody's like, oh my God, I love that. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear. You could think it's ugly. I got my own style and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. But a bitch loves, this very classy base scale type of style. You know what I'm saying? Yes, high class artsy tees. Okay. Yes. Sometimes I'm a chulo. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Zara girl. Yes, Zara girl. Yes. But that's why I was so surprised about Abercrombie. Y'all got me talking and we need to take a break. Stop talking to me in these comments. I'll be right back.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
right, y'all. I'm back. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
That someone's gonna leave you? No, because I'm bombed. If you leave me, that other person must. You should never have to fear that someone's gonna leave you. No, because I'm bombed. If you leave me, that other person must be bomber than me. And good luck. I hope so. You are afraid Miranda will leave you. No, I'm not afraid. Raven, you've got to be afraid. Why do I have to be afraid? Because this is. But if she leaves me, that means she's unhappy, and I don't want to keep her in an unhappy state. Why would I be afraid? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna hold that anxiety over her or myself. Yeah.
Afraid and hurt is two different things.
Oh, I'd be hurt.
Yeah.
I'd be hurt as hell. Maybe afraid of the hurt.
Why are you trying to force us into afraid?
No, I'm not gonna be afraid. I would be very hurt, but I also have been hurt in relationships.
why is Raven's wife a statue right now? Why is Raven's wife a statue? I agree with Raven. I'm gonna let her finish. I don't like that Shan was low-key not her like projecting that you have to be scared that somebody isn't gonna want to be with you. Because I feel like yes and no. Like I saw a dude that was like, man, I lost a parent, bro. You think I give a fuck about whether you stay or go? And I get that, but you don't treat people badly because of that. You don't treat people badly because of that, but you also have to stop being codependent. Most of us are codependent and have been taught that that's the way you should be. But the truth of the matter is sometimes it is time for people to move on. Sometimes y'all can, come back and meet each other. But I feel like we are in this life to walk it low-key alone, meaning that whatever our thing is, whatever we have to figure out, is really about us. And sometimes people can get in the way of that. And so sometimes it's good for you to be by yourself for a little while. Sometimes it's good to break up and then come back together. But mostly it's good for you not to tie your happiness to whether somebody is going to stay with you or not. I am definitely in the mindset of I would be hurt. I don't want you to go, but I would never try to keep you from leaving. And I'm not going to live my life as if you leaving is something hanging over my head. I'm not. And I feel like most of us feel that. Most of us feel this fear that if we really enjoy a relationship, the person is going to leave at some point. And it is a real fear. But the truth of the matter is people do leave, whether involuntary or voluntary. You need to just be better at dealing with that. That's why for me, like it's easy to detach a lot. Once I see enough, I'm going to detach, especially now at this point in my life, because it hurts more to hold on to things that you don't need to hold on to. If you sit back and it's easy to hold on to something, then yeah, hold on to it. But if it's too hard, if it feels like you giving up too much, if you're not happy most of the time, then you need to be able to let shit go. You need to be able to let people, places, and things go in this life because they're going to go whether you like it or not. So there's no point in imposing all of this like stress on yourself, trying to control whether they leave you or not. And because like, I tell you all the time, I grew up in a household where I very much felt my father's fear. And I felt what his controlling thing was about. Like I felt it. And because of that, I don't want to be ruled like that. I do not want to be ruled by such a deep, profound fear of being alone that I push people away. Because that's usually what's happening. You want so badly to hold on to people that you crush them. So you have to learn how to let people do what they're going to do. Stop trying to control. You know what I'm saying? So let me let her finish. But I agree with Raven.
Relationships where I held someone too tight and that person hurt me, and I'm not going to feel that way again. And that was one of our problems at the beginning of the relationship. She was like, you don't love me enough. You're not showing jealousy. You're not showing this. I'm like, girl, if you find someone that you love more than me, go find them. Yeah. And if I can't give it to you, I just have to be okay with that. And I have to find the person that I'm going to give it to. But I consistently show up, and you will consistently show up as who you are. And we will stay together for as long as we love each other. I just have this over sense of reality that things happen in life.
Right.
And if I'm afraid of it, and I'm like, oh, my world, I've had a relationship where person had a baby with another girl while he was dating me, and I fell to 260 pounds after that relationship. I fell up. And I'm not about to do that to myself again. I love my wife. We'll be together forever, but I'm an autonomous person.
Yes.
I'm we came together as two separate people. Just because I'm married does not make us one person.
Exactly.
So I'm going to keep that mind frame.
Yes.
But it also is, I'm in the same gender type of reality, and I know my wife and I know who she is. When I was dating men, I was definitely cautious about what was going on, what I was doing at home, because there is a stigma that they will go out and venture off a little bit faster than most. You know what I mean? But if she leaves me, tell me why, tell me what you're getting more than me, and I'll talk to you. I'll have that conversation, because hopefully you are clear-minded when you make the decision to leave.
I like all of that. I like all of that. The reason why I say I like all of that she said is because I feel like it's healthy.
You never had to feel this.
You may not like it, but it's healthy. And I think a lot of the times we want people to have this like, I can't live without you energy. You know what I'm saying? But that's not healthy. It's really not. And you learn that when people kind of make you feel like if you leave them, their life gonna fall apart. And that's not a good feeling to have to stay somewhere because you are considering somebody else's feelings all the time. You want to stay somewhere because you want to be there, right? And I think a part of the problem where people are not really happy in their relationships is because they can't be honest about what they need or what they want for fear of losing the person. But they don't realize that's a real graduation in your relationship, is if y'all can have moments where what you want doesn't always coincide with what they want, but y'all can figure the shit out anyway. And it doesn't mean that you don't get to do what you want to do, or you don't. Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to acquiesce. It means you find a way to be okay with whatever needs to happen, because this life is a separate journey that we may do together, but we are still, I need us to be separate people. As somebody that started their marriage off very much given, codependency, because that's what I was raised to think is okay. That's not healthy. You need to have your own existence, your own autonomy, your own friends, your own hobbies, your own thing. You need to have your life be about you. And that's for men and women. And I think men understand this a little bit more than women. Women are the ones late to this party. Yes, you have to be collaborative. Yes, understanding. But I think that sometimes people confuse being understanding, or they confuse what was it called? Not collaboration. The other word for it that they're always telling you, everybody needs to. I hate when I can't find a word. It's a word that's easy to get normally. But everybody's always trying to convince you that you need to concede in some way. And it's not really about conceding. It's about sometimes we're two different people. Sometimes we don't want the same outcome. Compromise. Thank you. Compromise sometimes feels like it's not about compromising. It's about giving up something so the other person won't have to stretch outside of their uncomfortable feelings, basically. That's what it feels like. I literally just saw a story that I'm gonna play it for y'all so that y'all can see an example of what I mean by that, y'all. Where is it at? That I thought I might have saved it.
Am I the asshole?
Not this one. Not that one. That shit was fucked up though. I didn't save it. Let me see if I say here it is.
Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce because of what my wife said in therapy? My wife, 37 female, and I, 40 male, got married 12 years ago, and she has been my rock, and our marriage was really good. Or it used to be really good before we went to therapy. My friend was suffering from a lot of mental health issues, and we were worried for him. He did about 2 years in therapy and is doing a lot better. My wife suffered from anxiety and depression, and she's a vet, which is a very high-stress job. I recommend she try to go to therapy, and she agreed. She went to therapy for 6 months, said she likes it, and wants me to go with her. I personally find it a little hippy-dippy, but it couldn't hurt, so I agreed. First 2 therapy appointments went well. The therapist, not her personal one, nailed down one thing about my wife. She is extremely distrusting of other humans. She didn't have a good family growing up, and her father sold her dog, which she said was her only friend, and she suffered from an eating disorder and almost ended it in her teens. But as an adult, she's relatively well-adjusted, and she's a great mom to our 2 kids. He asked us as homework to do the Big 5 personality test. It was a long questionnaire and we shared it with him. My trust of others was 34 and hers was an 8, which is very low. He asked her to tell him what makes her distrust people. She said people were very two-faced and only do what benefited them.
So
And she felt like, huh?
People sell your dog, man. I can't trust nobody either.
Your parents.
No, and that's one of the biggest things, y'all. I identify so much with this woman, and I really do assume she a white lady. I identify so much with this white lady, boy, because you really like you know better. You know better. And it doesn't mean that you don't have relationships with people, but there's an understanding of you trust people to do what you know they're going to do versus trusting them to do the right thing. No, you trust that they will do what you know they will do, which is consider themselves at all times, do what they want to do and don't really care about your feelings. If that's the type of person they are, you trust them to do that.
And she felt like she had a disadvantage in life because of her morals. She's very kind to people, which is weird because she doesn't trust them at all. She helps people a lot, and one of her friends even said she was the one they would go to for advice because they know she wants the best for them and can keep a secret. She does a lot of unpaid work to help stray animals and is often depressed if an animal passes away, but she says she does it because she feels extreme guilt if she doesn't help others, but feels people don't feel guilt hurting her, which is why she prefers animals to people. Then the topic of our marriage and trust came up, and she was super tight-lipped about it at first. She then admitted that she didn't trust me at all. She said that she actually married me because I was honest and being kind of in it for myself. She said she can't stand people.
Yeah, they said it at the beginning. It's a man talking about his wife. And this was just a really good one because, like, at first, because you're reading from his purview, if you're a woman, you can just kind of pick up on certain things that he said. When he first said that therapy caused the problem, I want to respond. I would like to respond. Diddy, Bondi, get your own stories and interviews. Why are you using other bloggers' stories? We can go to their pages and look and contribute. Duh. Okay, so Didi, let me explain how social media works. Social media is basically like a net. So if somebody posts something and other people like it, they commentate on it, they show other people that story that they did not see, it now opens them up to more people. So there are people that may not have ever seen these types of stories. They may not have ever seen this creator, but because I pull up the whole page, they can then be like, oh, I like that. I'm going to go to their page and follow them too. So I use it as an example, right, to prove my point because it's something that I saw. I'm also on social media just like everybody else. I'm here for commentary, right? So I could have went and found this story, but sometimes it's really hard to find these specific stories on Reddit, even though I'm on there, if I didn't see it, right? So I like her content. I watch their I watch their content on TikTok all the time. And so when I bring it over here on YouTube, it actually, I believe, helps other people see their content that may not have known about them. And that's how social media works. If somebody shares my shit, if somebody comments on my stuff, like I'm also a content creator and people use my stuff all the time and I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. It helps other people see me. That's how I feel about it as a content creator. And this is what we do. We talk about what's going on the blogs. I do it from a sociology standpoint. I like to teach people about life, the lessons that I've learned from my own perspective. And we use the blogs, we use stories we see on social media in order to have important conversations that help people in the comments that may be going through something similar, but I'm also an entertaining personality. So what I provide for people is a space for them to be entertained, for them to space out, maybe to hear something they needed to hear. They need to connect with something without having to actually actually engage with it, right? And me doing videos and talking about certain things I've seen on social media allows for them to hear and see things that they may not have and gain some insight from my commentary or just really be entertained, right? So when we bring up other content creators, it's not to steal from them. It is to reference them for whatever reason, but then also to introduce our crowd to them. And that's how social media works. It's a social space. Nobody's creating anything in a vacuum. This is not an interview. This person is reading a story off of Reddit. So someone wrote a story on Reddit. These people go and find those stories and then make content about it. I do basically the same thing. I may not have gone to Reddit, but I go to TikTok, I go to Instagram, I go to the blogs. And just like people go to the blogs for these stories, they also like to go and hear people talk about it and express whether they felt the same way. That's why the comments are such a big thing, right? The comments are a big thing because people like to talk about the stories they've seen. So that's what my channel does. Okay. If you were like a little confused about that. So I'm gonna let her continue on with this one. And y'all should follow Gigantic 880. Y'all, they repost them a lot. Like this podcast, the Two Hot Takes is another one that I follow that comes up in my timeline a lot. So I would hope that if you see, if I pull up the full page like this, it's so that you can see the creator. And if you're interested in the content that I'm talking about that I follow, then you will also want to go and follow them. Because the difference is if I was actually trying to just steal their content, then I would have cut their name off of it and just posted it on my page the way a lot of blogs do. And yeah, again, a lot of the people who follow me don't do Reddit. You know what I'm saying? So they may not know. But yeah, that's why. It's okay, you guys. People are sometimes like, like really aggy, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know what's going on in their life. It's not that deep, but I don't mind explaining.
People who appear kind and compassionate and then lie and backstab people and prefers an honest person. I was shocked because I feel like I am an honest person, but also kind and a generous person. But in her eyes, I'm not. But she says it's fine because I'm honest about it. She also admitted she took out the in sickness and in health part of our nuptials because she felt like I would divorce her if she got cancer. But she was okay with that because it would kill her to expect it and then be disappointed. But she felt like she knew where she stood with me. I've been thinking about her words, and it bothers me so much. I asked her out of therapy why she even married me, and she said that she knew that I was hardworking and honest, and most people are not kind, but that they fake kindness to get ahead. She liked that I didn't, and she felt that she really understood me, so she felt safe with me. I told her if she didn't think I was a good person, but just an honest one, then we should get a divorce. And she got mad and told me our marriage was good, and we were working together well and raising our kids, and there wasn't anything serious. To me, I just realized my wife didn't think I was a good person, and I feel like our marriage has been a lie. Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce?
So he wants to divorce the wife because she said, I know you're not a good person, but I'm cool with it. I still fuck with you. I still want to do life with you because I can trust what I know of you. And he got upset. And the reason why he got upset is because he wants the delusion. So remember when we talk about how men are always talking about it's just women that have this delusion, it's just women that don't want the truth. This is literally a woman that's saying, and I am this person, y'all. I am literally the person that can see you clearly, will see where you're fucked up at. But if I like you, I'm still going to, I'm still going to fuck with you, even though I see you. Some people don't like being seen. A lot of people. And this is why I know I don't have a lot of friends because people don't like being seen. They really don't. I'm somebody that likes being seen, and I mean like in a certain manner. Please don't misunderstand me because I like who I am. But I think sometimes when people don't like who they are, they don't want to really truly be seen. And even though the person might be telling them it's okay, we're all human, it's fine, they don't like themselves. So you seeing them clearly makes them feel bad. They want everybody to think that their lying is working. They want to think their delusion is working because a lot of people really are walking around like projecting a lie of an image, and they get so used to feeding into that image for everybody else that when somebody sees through it, it makes them uncomfortable. And I have experienced that so many times with people mad that I can see them. Like, I thought you knew I could see you. Like, I literally had a situation with somebody where I was like, I thought you knew that I could see you. I was saying that I felt like, you were kind of a fucked up person in some respect. Like, I thought you knew. And then I've had times where I'm like telling a person, listen, I can see that you're like a weirdo. I really still like you though. They're mad that I can now see that they're a weirdo. Like they wanted me to be, they wanted to be manipulating me. It is the weirdest thing, y'all. It's the weirdest thing. And I feel like that's the thing that Raven is basically saying. Like, people want to be manipulated. They don't really want the truth, because the truth means that you can't really be codependent, right? The truth is people leave. The truth is nobody these days, people don't stay together forever. It just depends on when you get with somebody. You might be with them till they die, but that depends on when you get into a relationship with somebody. But people don't want the truth. They don't. And that goes across the board, men and women. Raven was being 100% honest, saying that, no, I'm not out here shaking in my space boots. If you're going to leave, it's going to hurt me, but I'll be okay. People want you to lie and say, oh no, I'm going to die if I'm going to be alone forever. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like you could be sometimes being okay with the truth is like about self-acceptance. And I think people have a hard time with that. Okay. So that was the Raven Simone bit. And in that other video that I saw, I just thought that was such an interesting story. Like, this man is really mad at this woman for being honest about the fact that think about it, y'all. I feel like most middle class or, middle to upper class Caucasian people, clear people, I feel like a lot of those men are bad people. That's why a lot of them end up being Trump supporters, right? Because they are bad people. And I think that their wives are either bad people too, or they're just like, at least I know what I'm getting. At least you're being honest about how fucked up you are versus lying to me about it. And when you are somebody that can peep shit very quickly, you respect honesty above everything. You really do. That's why I attract assholes. I respect honesty. Okay? You ain't got to pull the wool over my eyes, but you want to be able to control people's responses, though. That's what's really the issue. And I had an issue with this too, and I had to realize this through therapy. Like, you're trying to control people's responses to you, and you have to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on, you guys. We were talking about baby daddy's crashing out. Let's go over here to Drew Sedore's estranged husband, Ralph. Let's hear what he's saying on his podcast from the basement.
This is what she did, right? I had a situation where I had to go to work the next day. I was supposed to take.
Did he say somebody I dated before? Like, that's not his wife? What? I'm sorry, y'all. Let him continue.
Take her home from this party. And she was taking a very, very long time coming out. And so I sent her a text message. Hey, I gotta go. I got a meeting at 5 a.m., for Europe. So I gotta actually go and make it home so that I can go and do whatever I need to go and do. Look, listen, this is what you can do. You can actually ride with your girl that lives around a corner from us. And then, she can take you home and then you're good. I gotta make it, because she wasn't responding to me. I get the text message while I'm already at the house. All right, Ralph, I'm here. And I'm like, I'm already home, So all of a sudden she got upset, hung up on me and everything like that. I'm assuming that she's just going to come back to the house. What she did is she decided to go and create a whole story, right? She goes and finds, now mind you, I've always lived in really nice communities for the most part, so situation with somebody I dated before. This is what she did, right? I had a situation where I had to go to work the next day. I was supposed to take her home from this party. And she was taking a very, very long time coming out. And so I sent her a text message. Hey, I gotta go. I got a meeting at 5 a.m., for Europe. So I gotta actually go and make it home so that I can go and do whatever I need to go and do. Look, listen, this is what you can do. You can actually ride with your girl that lives around a corner from us. And then, she can take you home and then you're good. I gotta make it, because she wasn't responding to me. I get the text message while I'm already at the house. All right, Ralph, I'm here. And I'm like, I'm already home, So all of a sudden she got upset, hung up on me and everything like that. I'm assuming that she's just going to come back to the house. What she did is she decided to go and create a whole story, right? She goes and finds, now mind you, I've always lived in really nice communities for the most part, so situation with for the most part, so she goes and finds a dark road in a really expensive community with all millionaires, right? You know what I'm saying? It finds a dark road and goes and creates this whole entire scene and says, it's 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm all alone and I'm now walking in the dark and I'm so scared. Why would he do this to me? Oh. And then she went and stopped it and had another take. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm all alone. How I know this is because I ended up getting the phone and I saw the text. I was like, oh, she about to set me up. She about to set your boy up. God was on my side, because if that would have came out and it would have went to like TMZ or something like that, yo, I would have been cooked for the most part, you know? So she goes.
To me, it sounds like, I'm gonna read the story because he has a hard time explaining shit. On a recent episode of his podcast, Ralph shared a story about picking Drew up from a party. When she took too long to come outside, he texted her saying he had to leave for an early meeting the next day and suggested she ride home with a friend who lived nearby. According to Ralph, once Drew realized he'd made it home without her, she got upset and started filming herself crying on a dark road. Ralph then alleged that she took multiple takes. Okay, yeah, that's funny. That's funny as fuck. Okay, can I tell y'all, I can believe him. I can believe him, y'all. I believe him, but I'm gonna tell y'all two things that I understand about this from what he told me. One thing I understand is that, yes, Drew is dramatic, and if you give her an opportunity to be a victim, she is gonna milk it. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. But Ralph, why did you leave? Why did you leave? You were just going back home. I don't believe you had no business meeting and I feel like that's a lie. That's a part of the story you telling, when really you just felt like you was waiting too long for her, and you shouldn't have to be waiting too long for her, even though like it's Drew. So you never know what's going on. Was this a taping where she had to get like unmiked and all of that type of shit? Like, what if she, you know what I'm saying? What if she had to go through like the whole thing of getting demiked and getting her stuff, and you trying to get out, people talking to you and all of that? To me, it sounds like you were just being impatient, and so you left her, and then she milked it. That's what that sounds like to me. And that just tells me that you're an asshole still. You're an asshole. You're still a bad guy. And she is a victim, and she enjoys her victimhood. Like, that's all. But that doesn't mean that you're not still an asshole. And I think that's the problem. I think y'all think because, the woman is milking it, or she's looking for an opportunity to make you out to be the bad guy, but you kind of are. But you are. You're still doing the asshole shit. And then when she cries about it, you're like, oh, look at her making a big deal out of it. So what? So what? To me, I feel like that would make me think that you purposefully got with a person with that type of, emotional performance. You got with Drew because you knew she was somebody that people may not always believe, or they would see her as somebody that's just acting, but you still would be doing asshole shit. You still would be being an asshole, being mean unnecessarily to her. And then when she cries and bitches a fit about it, you try to act like, you're not also doing something to trigger this response. So that's why I'm like, yeah, she probably milked it, but you an asshole. Sweet Cherry, thank you for being a member, my love. I appreciate you. Lakeisha Logan, thank you for the super chat. It's not letting me click on shit right now for some. There we go. Thank you. I knew when she retired, it was to aid his ego. Talking about Tiana quitting music. Mm-hmm. Because that album was good as fuck. I was like, why would you quit? Girl, fuck these people. Keep making music. Oh my God. Every once in a while when you feel like it, not like for a job, but just because you're good at it, and you should. Like, I feel like she should do projects like Andre 3000 does projects. I think there are real artists out there that should do what artists do. Go away, take a break, regenerate, and then come back and give it, because the people who really fuck with you are going to fuck with it no matter how long you're gone. Like, that's just true tea. No matter what type of, medium you decide to pick up. If people fuck with you, they're going to fuck with you, because I'm following Andre. I listened to the Flute album. I liked it. It's a vibe. It's something I play in the background in my house like I do with other jazz music. And now I can't wait to see what he does with this piano album he coming out with. He's a great artist. I want to see what you come up with. You know what I mean? Esqui Hurt, thank you for the super chat. Bondy, did you see Nelly harassing Ashanti on live? I sure did. I saw it on Real with Yanni's channel. And I'm just gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that nigga is a weirdo, and she had a baby bomb, and that's her business. But yeah, it's definitely given that he's a weirdo. Okay, so speaking of baby, we still on this line of baby daddies crashing out. Did y'all see Our girl Kiki Palmer has a song out where she is talking about what happened with her and her baby daddy. Summer 23, we was in Las Vegas, right? Broke up with me, and you hopped on a flight. Because we can't play the music. Anybody got time for that? I was trying to find my way back to all right. So I love the drawings. I don't know why she looked like a white girl, but I like the drawings. So I figured that I'd have myself a girls' night. 48 hours later, online. The outfit, though, you a mom, made me a villain for sympathy, but you lied. We know he made you a villain, because anytime a nigga comes to social media to slut shame a woman he's in a relationship with about her clothes, it is so he can get a whole bunch of people to bully her about something he doesn't want her to do because it makes him feel uncomfortable, but it's not really based in anything real. They'll say it's disrespectful, but it's not about respect. It's about you being able to control how she performs her femininity, because you feel like her performing her femininity is some catcall for a nigga, and it's really not that. It's really not. The text, it ain't working no more, shorty, take one. Can I ask why not? Something boat just got a lot going on. Understandable, okay? But the truth is, in Vegas, we was already over, boo, because of you. Fuck your projections. Didn't I tell you they always projecting? These are my confessions. All right. So she got a song talking about her, jealous baby daddy. Why is it in the SVU? Why is it in SVU font, y'all? Dun, dun. Bitch, I'm mad at you for putting it in New York City. The dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as a special victims unit. These are their stories, bitch. Dun, dun. That's what that shit look like. Wow. Yeah, man, I can't wait for the whole video. This is going to be very, very interesting, Kiki Palmer. You messy ass bitch. I ain't mad at you. You messy as fuck, though. I can't wait to see what it's all going to say, girl. Moving on to other baby daddies crashing out. Okay, so this was the sisters, okay? Haley and Chloe down to the beach on vacation. And DDG. I guess this must be one of DDG's fans or something. Been a month since he saw Halo. First of all, who the fuck are you talking about? It's been a month since he's seen Halo. The way y'all adopt this nigga's beefs so he can bitch out and cry on the internet like a child is ridiculous. They was both in New York, so she could have easily dropped the baby off to see his daddy. Now she out the country doing shit that she said he couldn't do. Okay, who is this person? Like, who are these niggas?
You want to know what I wanted to do today?
If I don't smoke no weed, I don't feel like myself.
I'm not doing this music shit with him.
I never need nobody. I never need no.
Not even sleep. I just wanted to hang out with a special person, man.
To me, it always seems like when a woman is having her time with the child, the man will then get mad that she doesn't want to go out of her way so he can see the child when it's not his turn. And so he then gets on the internet and acts like, she keeping my child from me. And it's a way, just like Kiki baby daddy did, to get the internet. It dog whistles the internet to go and I guess try to bully your baby mama into doing what you want her to do, which is to bring the baby. Why does she have to bring the baby to you? Why can't you wait for your turn with the baby? This is like the second time that I feel like he's done this. It's not your turn. Y'all probably have 1 week on, 1 week off or some shit. But whatever the situation is, it's not anything that goes against y'all court agreement or whatever y'all's agreement is. It's not nothing that goes against y'all's agreement, but you want to get empathy because you want to be a sass-sap nigga on the internet getting, sympathy dick or coochie from people because, people think that he might be, it's something to be said about DDG and Blueface. they both make me feel like those are the young men that really don't like women. Like y'all don't like girls. You use them as tools to impress other niggas, but not because you really like them. That's why when them girls was in his studio trying to twerk on him and he got, like, bitch, I ain't paying no attention to you hoes. Ray J, same thing. Like a lot of y'all really don't enjoy women like that. Y'all have them around like fixtures in order to make you look like a type of man that would be attracted to another man, basically. Like that's what y'all look like to me. Because why do y'all do these things? Like, handle it like a man, bruh. Go to court, do what you gotta do. And if it's not your turn, man, just chill the fuck out. Stop getting on the internet crying about shit that really is just you dog whistling. You're not really crying because you sad. You crying because you can't control. You want to control.
That's all I want to do right for real.
Okay, I'm not about to do this with him. But people in the comments, she's young and hurt, no excuse whatsoever, hoping she sees the bigger picture soon of the significance of his presence and heals separately. Bitch, how do you know that that girl is keeping him from his child? How do you know that? Why would y'all automatically believe this shit when the last time he did this shit, the girl was, first of all, the girl was in the house sick. Her and the baby were both sick. And he was online getting y'all all upset that she was keeping the baby from him. He was lying. Now he get up here doing this shit again, and y'all in the comments acting like you know for a fact he not lying to you just so he can make her look bad. He repeatedly does this. This man wants attention. If he wants his son, he wouldn't be telling us. He'd be telling a judge. He's very much aware of what he's doing. The narrative and the Picasso he is trying to paint. This person gets it. Pink Caviar Spy gets it. That's her baby. She can take her son on vacation. What the fuck? It's really weird. It's really weird, y'all. Like him getting online in the bed like this. Like this is so like such bitch ass behavior, you guys. It's such bitch ass behavior. And in his Mother's Day weekend, he can interact with her for the first time. Leave that girl alone. Mother's Day weekend, and you niggas is on the internet crashing out because y'all don't have control over y'all baby moms. All of y'all. This nigga, this nigga, this nigga. Okay, what the other one at? What the other one at? What the other one at that's on? Okay, hold up. That nigga, that weird ass nigga. Okay, that weird ass nigga. Him. A lot of y'all on the internet today crashing out because y'all don't have control of these women. Get y'all goddamn life together. Now let's get into some creepy dicky shit, okay? Creepy dicky is Smokey Robinson, okay? Now, 85-year-old Motown legend Smokey Robinson hit with shocking sexual assault lawsuit by former employees. This is the thing for me. I hate when y'all be, oh my God, not Smokey. You mean a nigga that was popping during a time where they can just smack a bitch on the ass and keep it moving? Really? Like, these are the niggas that was popping before laws were created that stopped men from sexually harassing women. It's always so weird to me when y'all be out here so fucking shocked and acting like, oh, y'all just keep trying to take black men down. I saw a post today of some white boy sitting up there talking about how all of the famous, y'all notice, all of the famous men, all of the famous black men, something always happens. They do drugs or they go to jail or they end up. It's because we live in a fucked up society. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Yeah. We live in a fucked up, poisonous society. Niggas do drugs. Yeah. Niggas are perverts. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter if they're famous. Y'all keep trying to shape it and frame it as if it's some conspiracy theory. No. These niggas are being like all the rest of the niggas. Why do y'all think because they're famous, they're supposed to be exempt from being creeps? Why do y'all think this? Please stop it. Stop lying to yourself. Celebrity lifestyle is nothing but a microcosm for everyday life. They keep trying to make y'all think that there's something so different happening in Hollywood that's happening anywhere else. And it's really not. It's really not. People are doing drugs. People are fucking. People are assaulting people. People are harassing people. It's just happening in a more concentrated way by more powerful people. So, and then also it's what's being shown to us, right? Because it's entertainment. These people that are celebrities, these stories that come out about them, we see them plastered everywhere because these people are famous. They're celebrities. But those same stories happen with Joe Schmo every fucking day that might or might not reach your newspaper or your news. Hollywood is a microcosm. It's not happening in a vacuum. Stop this shit. Nigga just drew together all of these celebrities that had different shit happen to them. Like, oh, look how all this shit happened to them. It must be a conspiracy. No, it's not. It's not a conspiracy. Some niggas are perverts. So those niggas ended up in jail. Some niggas do drugs. Those niggas ended up ODing. Those niggas are trying to hold it together, but they're not dealing with their feelings, so they're angry. They angry. They end up spazzing out or some shit. Alcoholics, whatever. Like everybody, nobody's having their experience in this life in a vacuum, y'all. But let's read what they said about Smokey. Smokey Robinson said he's appalled after 4 former housekeepers accused him of sexual assault at his California home. Now, y'all really think that them people lying on him? 4 fucking housekeepers? Y'all really think the housekeepers are lying? The reason why I say that is because you know how hard it is for people that make their money that way to actually want to say something when things like this happen to them. Like they don't want to tell nobody this shit. If they work for celebrities, if you tell on a celebrity, that's gonna stop you from working for other celebrities. Like, no, like at the end of the day, y'all, like yes, there are always people that's trying to like set somebody up, true. But a old ass man that's handsy, is that really hard for you to believe, bitch? Really? In a statement, his attorney, Christopher Frost, called the claims vile and false, adding the evidence will show that this is simply an ugly method of trying to extract money from an 85-year-old American icon. He also criticized the women's recent press conference, calling it bizarre theatrics in a media circus. Oh, let me find it. Frost said the team will address timelines, inconsistencies, and urge the public. Okay, hold up, y'all. We're gonna take a break, and y'all can do me a favor and show me love if you like. I'm about to find the original story so I can see what all was said. Hold up.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Okay, I found something on the BBC, and the reason why I'm using the BBC is because I don't trust I don't trust nobody, child. Chloe knows she fine, boy. I don't trust nobody, but sometimes I feel like I want to see the news from somebody that's not in America, because sometimes this nationalism that y'all be going through is too much for me. Y'all really be in y'all mind feeling like because somebody old and you grew up liking their music, that mean they some figure that can never be accused of doing anything wrong. So we're gonna look at the BBC for this. Okay, so let me read to y'all what they said down to the BBC behind Smokey Robinson, girl. So, like I said, 4 anonymous housekeepers are suing Motown legend Smokey Robinson for $50 million, accusing him of SA. A complaint found in Los Angeles Superior Court accuses the 85-year-old of sexual battery, false imprisonment, negligence, and gender violence, in addition to a number of labor violations related to wages, breaks, meal times, and overpay. The lawsuit also names Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, claiming she contributed to a hostile work environment and used ethically pejorative words and language. Representatives for the Robinsons did not immediately respond to requests for comment, and the accusations could not be independently verified. Robinson was Motown's hitmaker, writing one hit. Hold up, y'all. We already know that. We black. We know what he wrote. Child, him and his wife look mean. Him and his wife look mean, y'all. Look at him and his wife. Don't both of them look like 2 mean people to work for? Girl, they look like they talking to you crazy. That lady look, you know what I'm saying? Like these, they look like two mean old people. Yeah, I'm sorry. They look like two mean old people. I can imagine them being very rude to the help. I can imagine them being very rude to the help. Okay. Let me continue. Robinson's reputation and stature was an intimidating factor for his accusers, who were made to feel powerless. Their lawyers said at a press conference in Los Angeles, they're Hispanic women who are employed by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage, said John Harris. As low-wage women in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves from SA. The women are suing under the pseudonyms Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, and 4 due to the sexual misconduct allegations, including R being leveled against the musician. 3 are former housekeepers, and 1 was the singer's personal assistant, cook, and hairdresser, according to court documents. In the lawsuit, all 4 women claimed that Robinson would summon them to various areas of his property in Chatword, Bell Canyon, and Las Vegas at times when his wife was away. Sometimes emerging naked from a shower, he forced them to have various types of sex over a number of years. Starting in 2006, the lawsuit alleges. Jane Doe's 1, 3, and 4 all allege Robinson sexually assaulted them in the blue bathroom of his Chatsworth residence, claiming he would lay down a towel to protect the bed sheets prior to the assaults. Jane Doe number 2's allegations state that Robinson arred her in the laundry room and garage of his Chatsworth residence, where closed circuit cameras were unable to see. The women claim that during the alleged assaults, Robinson used physical barriers and threats of force to prevent them from fleeing. The lawsuit also includes several allegations of workplace violations. All 4 women say they worked 10 hours a day for 6 days a week without being paid minimum wage or overtime. They also claim to have worked holidays without receiving a holiday rate. According to their lawsuit, the employees all quit because of the alleged sexual misconduct and hostile work environment. So they did quit. Yeah. Okay. Hold up, y'all. I want to see, what did people say? Because, you know, sometimes people be giving different details in different articles. Yes, People Magazine says something different. Okay, not completely different, but okay. In a phone call with the Daily Mail on Wednesday, May 7th, the Motown star briefly addressed the allegations put forth against him in a complaint filed in Los Angeles on Tuesday, May 6th. I am appalled, Robinson said, adding, I can't speak about this right now. An attorney for the star did not immediately respond. Okay, so the complaint claimed Robinson repeatedly forced his fingers and his eggplant into their vaginal, you know, like I'm trying to find the word that won't get this video taken out. Okay. Causing severe and excruciating pain. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Causing severe and excruciating pain without consent, and also alleged that he would use physical barriers, force, threats of force, and more, such as locking his bedroom door to prevent the women from leaving during the alleged assaults. Frances, whom Robinson married in 2002, is also named in the lawsuit, as the plaintiffs alleged that she had full knowledge of his prior acts of sexual misconduct and failed to take the appropriate corrective action to prevent his deviant misconduct, even after settling cases with other women who experienced similar alleged assaults by Robinson. So there are other alleged assaults even before this one. Of course there are. He's old as fuck. He's 85. The plaintiffs, who all worked as housekeepers, also accused the couple of failing to pay minimum wage. Let's see. Jane Doe number 1 began working for Robinson in January 2023 and claimed she was assaulted by the star at least 7 times before she resigned in February 2024, according to the complaint. She and the 3 other plaintiffs say they did not report his alleged assaults to authorities for fear of losing their livelihood, familial reprisal, public embarrassment, shame, and humiliation, meaning that y'all know if the women are undocumented, they can do this to them even worse, right? Thank you for the pocketbook, okay? Jane Doe, too, worked for Robinson from May 2014 to February 2020 and claimed she was assaulted by the star at least 23 times. Per the complaint, Robinson allegedly arred her and also forced her to perform oral sex on his Jane Doe 3 says in the complaint that Robinson or her at least 20 times during her tenure as a housekeeper from February 2012 to April 2024. Per the complaint, Jane Doe meanwhile worked for Robinson from October 2006, damn bitch, to April 2024. When she resigned due to the alleged sexual assaults and sexual harassment, Jane Doe 4, who also worked as Francis' personal assistant, cook, and hairdresser, says in the complaint that Robinson first forced her into a bedroom and art her in 2007, and that such assaults continued before she quit. So people gonna be asking what took y'all so long to quit, right? Because I would even be asking that question. But what I find is that a lot of the times, the people that they do it to, like, they threaten them. You know what I'm saying? Body mate since had the court documents on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. The details. Got you. Y'all know I don't be going into them court documents like that, y'all. Y'all know I don't be getting into all of that. But I'm gonna go see what he's talking about. I'm gonna go watch his video later. But I believe it. I'm sorry, y'all. I believe it. I tend to believe things about men like him because you're old. So that means you came up during a time where it was okay for you to do some of these things. Also, you tell me these are housekeepers. These are people in your house. It's easier to harm people that work for you in your house, especially if they are undocumented and disenfranchised. Like, it's easy for you to get away. All you have to do is threaten them with ICE, and they'll, you know what I'm saying? They'll do whatever it is that you told them to do. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like the way they had to come together, it was probably something that they thought was happening just to them. And then at some point, the shit was pieced together for everybody, is what it sounds like to me. I feel like we need a documentary. We need a movie. We need something. But I definitely believe it. Like, cause to me, you know, a Terrence Howard ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? And his voice creeps me out. He another one whose voice creeps me out. And my daddy used to listen to him all the time, and I hated that shit. He had an album that came out in the early 2000s that my dad used to listen to all the time. I hated that shit. Because as he got older, his vibrato got heavier, and I just really already didn't like the yodel. What again? In my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music was made for love. Music is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. Yeah, I cannot. I cannot. I forgot. When I tell you, I hate when I know all of the words to somebody's songs because everybody play it, but not because I actually like it. Smokey Robinson had an album like that. When I tell you, my motherfucking daddy played that album, every time, nigga. Why are you playing this in the car with me? Please put on Al Green. Put on shit that we both like. Okay, because me and my dad like had that. Like, we used to make CDs together. So there's like music that me and my dad like really enjoyed together. That was not one of them. And he would put that shit on to aggravate me. Like, why get in the car? You picking me up from school, fucking Smokey Robinson on the radio. Daddy, please change it. Can you please put on somebody else? Can you please put somebody else on? Oh, yeah, a pretty nigga, a rich pretty nigga that came up during the civil rights movement. Yeah, you giving all types of entitlement, all types of delusions of grandeur, all types of I'm the pretty nigga. How dare you tell me no, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see all of the bad things when you get into Smokey Robinson and like him being an old pretty nigga. And y'all, I don't know if y'all understand how mean these old pretty niggas are. These are the niggas that like did cocaine out of a pinky nail finger and slapped the shit out of people. They're not called a pimp. They didn't dress like one, but that's how they move. And then you go and get you one of them old ladies that look just like you. Yeah, bro. Like, these are treacherous niggas, right? Like, these are really treacherous niggas. Do you hear me? Okay, the lighter the eyes, the bigger the lies. Do you hear me? Oh my God. No, I don't want to hear nothing about that new release. I did see that video on TikTok smoking that rock. Oh my God, because y'all know how old men from older generations love to act like they better than younger men because they don't sag their pants and they don't do, hard drugs anymore. Oh, you don't do hard drugs no more, nigga. So now you want to get your ass up here so that you could make selling that dope. Like you wasn't doing cocaine in the 80s like everybody else. Nigga, stop talking to me. Finally, the older generation never said anything because it was unspoken. Do not blame elders. We are great to have taught you. What? Yeah, y'all should have said something. Y'all should have said something. That's y'all problem now. We did coke, not crack. I know that's right. So much money to ever smoke crack, okay? We don't do that. Crack is whack. We don't do that, okay? We are classy based hood people, bitch. We put a little bit of cocaine, white powder, not rock, in there with the weed. Roll it up. Okay, listen. And you're like, you could no, bro, because that's exactly what the fuck Bill Cosby used to be on. Bill Cosby would use any opportunity to like lloyd over people that he was educated and smart, and he was the great example of a black man. Meanwhile, drugging and stealing coochie. Ain't that crazy? They be so, y'all gotta present y'all. I'm so angry about the way y'all presenting yourselves. Y'all are not keeping the lie alive. If y'all are gonna keep acting like this, they gonna find out who we really are, niggas. That's what Bill Cosby used to be mad at the younger generation about. The younger generation wasn't concealing it as well. So it's like y'all are gonna ruin this for all of us because y'all are telling them how terrible we are through the music. We used to be like finagling it, right? And that's what we was talking about earlier. The way older niggas did it, it was a little bit more like concealed, a little bit more romantic. All right. There's more of an illusion. That's why it would like hit you upside the head, you know, crazy, right? But I just kind of feel like Bill Cosby and them used to be so mad because y'all are telling everybody who we really are. And our generation has been doing a really good job at pretending to be good to everybody else and doing our slick shit on the back end. Y'all are like just doing it out in the open and acting like nobody's gonna whip y'all ass. Like, stop this. That's what Bill Cosby was mad about. Because Pete Powell, he had so much to say about the Jay-Z's of the world and all of that. But then when you go to jail, now you a fan of R. Kelly and Boosie enough to be sending them letters. Y'all was always the same creepy ass, ain't shit ass men. It's just that you liked concealing it from everybody. And that's what you built your image on, concealing it. Y'all niggas not concealing it. Y'all just letting everybody know we ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. All right, let's move on to another ain't shit ass nigga. Y'all know Diddy's trial has started. And I've been so tired of talking about Diddy that it's like I've been waiting for something to actually take place for us to talk. But let's get into what's recent, right? On Monday, May 5th. Hold up. We gotta run my intro. What am I thinking?
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I got you. Because we got to play the intro. You know why? Because that intro depicts perfectly. Like, it to me, it's just a perfect depiction of Diddy. It's telling you who he is. And then the Dave Chappelle skit is reminding you how everybody was responding to seeing him act like this. It's one of the favorite things I've ever done. On Monday, May 5th, Diddy's federal sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy case officially began. And on day 2 of the trial, he finally added the black woman attorney he's been seeking, Nicole Westmoreland. Child, he must have paid her a grip or found out about some fucked up shit a family member did who she cares about. The powerhouse joins Mark Agnifilio, Tenny Mark Garago's daughter, Brian Steele, and Alexandra Shapiro. So basically the daughters of some really influential lawyers. I know these girls because me and these girls grew up the same type of way. If you grew up with any way type of powerful, impressive father, at some point you adopt a lot of his mentalities. That's how you end up being male identified. Okay. So once you telling me that these are powerhouse attorneys and the powerhouse attorneys' daughters, yeah, this is all about optics. This is all about acting like because these women are willing to defend you, that must mean that you're not guilty. We're not stupid. That's not going to work. At least that's not working on me. Westmoreland was a defense attorney in Atlanta's YSL RICO trial, so she know how to get guilty niggas off. In 2001, at age 19, Westmoreland worked for a company that helped reinstate suspended driver's license. She says Brian Birdman Williams, co-founder of Cash Money Records, and a man named Stone asked her to make a sales pitch to a company at Patchwork Recording Studio in Atlanta. One night, she and 3 female friends went to an event at the studio and met Alfred Cleveland, a friend of Ronald Slim Williams, Birdman's brother, and CMR co-founder, Cash Money Records co-founder. Y'all know about Bird and Slim. Okay. Brian, Beatrice, Bubba, call him what you want. Okay. Westmoreland needed to use the bathroom and was led by Cleveland, whom she claims forced her inside, arred her, and another man guarded the door, and then allegedly tried to pass her off, and then allegedly tried to pass her off to. She said he let her go after begging, and despite being threatened not to tell police, she did anyway. Cleveland was arrested and charged with R and later pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with intent to R. Birdman, Slim, and their label were sued in her filing. And so now she's defending somebody that's been doing the same thing. Wow. Wow. I want to comment. I want to respond to this. Bondi, I love you like a little sister. Y'all don't have to preface you disagreeing with me with praise. Like you don't have to do that. You can just say how you feel. Like I'm not gonna break. It's not that deep. Okay. But 2006 to 2024, and she stayed. I agree that Smokey is a creep. I've been thinking that for a while, but that particular servant was his woman. So this is what I need for y'all to understand. Just because somebody is like wanting a romantic relationship with you, it doesn't mean that you can't assault them. So this is what I need for y'all to understand about men that are. Men that are women that they're in consensual relationships with all the time. I feel like the way y'all envision it is like some woman who he has been having an affair with, and she's mad at him because he's not leaving his wife. And so you low-key kind of like make it seem as if him not wanting to leave his wife is something virtuous. And so now you're mad at the side chick, and whatever he did to her is a lie because she just wanted him to leave his wife. And you were fine with it when you thought he wanted to be with you, that type of shit. And I understand why you think that way, but I also want you to understand that if he was accused of assaulting 2-3 other people, then he probably did it. It's a pattern of behavior, and he does it with women regardless to what the relationship is. Meaning there's probably maids that did not want a relationship with him. There were maids that did because he's Smokey Robinson. There's a level of fame that he has that will probably make some of these women feel honored that he would show attraction to them. However, when somebody says no or doesn't want to do something and you force them to do it anyway, you do it anyway, you ignore them saying no because you feel like you have the power in the dynamic, that's why it's an issue. That's why it's like coercion and all of those things, because there's a power imbalance here, especially if you're their boss, meaning that you can assault them. You can also fuck over them when it comes to, giving them proper payment for their work, all of these things. Like, to me, what that shows is that he is somebody that likes to take advantage of people recklessly. And now that he's older, he's probably doing it even more, because I tell y'all all the time, when these men are younger, they have their faculties. They can control how you see them a little bit more. When they get older, they don't have their faculties in the same way. So how they actually think and feel bleeds through way more than it used to when they were younger, which is why once they get older, they get caught up. But when y'all think just because they were in a relationship, it means that he did not assault her. No, that's not necessarily the case. A part of preying on people is making them think that you really like them. It makes it easier to prey on them, right? Because think about it, y'all. If you Smokey Robinson's maid and y'all sit and talk and he show you attention and you know his music and you like him and you're attracted to him and he try to fuck you, are you gonna be like, oh my God, Smokey Robinson wants to fuck me. I know it's wrong, but it's Smokey Robinson. Oh my God. And then you get all attracted to him, right? And then he starts being mean and shit starts showing through. And then one day he gets mad at you and you're cleaning a room and he busts in the door and assaults you. And now you're like, but I love him and I care about him and he's Smokey Robinson and I work for him. And what am I like? Y'all have to really think about what it means when men think a certain way. It doesn't matter how the women are showing up. If it's a pattern of behavior, they're that way regardless to how the woman is coming into the situation, right? So if we were just talking about this one woman, we'd be having a different conversation a little bit, right? But we're talking about 4 current women, and there have been women in the past that he's paid off, and now he's 85. Most old men are creepy. So that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter how long she stayed. I get it. I totally understand it. When I saw that, I'm like, damn, that makes it so hard to think you weren't just waiting for the right moment as a gotcha. But you also have to think about all the times that a woman might have been abused in that situation and finally got to the moment that, yeah, I can't wait to seek my vengeance on you. I cannot wait to seek vengeance on you for all of the times that I allowed you to harm me because I thought you actually cared about me and because I was glamored by who you are. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? I totally understand where you coming from, but I feel like y'all have to, can we stop calling housekeepers servants? Yes, I understand what you mean too, but I also want you to recognize that for me personally, it's not because I view them as servants. It's because I think that's the way Smokey Robinson views them, as servants, as the help, as people that he can do whatever he wants to do to. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to like understand the nuance of situations that yes, 2 things can be true. A woman could be like trying to seek revenge on you, but you could have did shit that was fucked up. Cause think about it. When you're in a relationship with a man, even if he's not like assaulting you, you probably have collected a whole bunch of times in your mind and in your body and in your emotions where he did shit to you that you felt like was unfair or fucked up. And then you get the moment to finally be, you get your strength up and you finally like, man, fuck this nigga. And you tell him, I don't want to fuck with you no more. And it's over. And everybody like, but y'all been together so long. And then when they find out about fucked up shit he said or did, they like, damn, why you ain't leave way sooner? You see what I'm saying? It happens in real relationships too. Not just in these situations where it's somebody that's working for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think you got, when you tell me it's 4 women at this point, and there have been other women before, and you Smokey Robinson, and you come from the 50s and the 60s, and you a light-skinned nigga with light eyes, yeah. I'm much more, and then you're doing it with housekeepers, meaning that these are people that are just easily accessible to you. These are people that are just like in your house, and you're a creepy old man. So you just reach for what's close to you, right? You're not doing this with women on the red carpet. You're not, you're not like out here at Hollywood parties doing this shit anymore. No, because you're old. You're still a creep, just like you were when you were younger, doing it at the parties, but now you're old man, so you can do it with the people that work in your house. Yeah, easily subjugated. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I be sometimes just wanting y'all to see. It's not that the woman may not have like vindictive or vengeful energy, but it's also that the man is still guilty because it's a pattern of behavior for him, regardless to what type of personality he did it to. He's still doing the shit. And it's the same thing with Diddy. Like to have this story here about this lawyer that he really had to vie for, and that she has a story similar to a lot of women who have stories against Diddy, which is we come here for a career, we come here for business, whatever, and we end up being assaulted by people in a way where the person that assaulted us has helped to assault us. So the fact that Nicole Westmoreland is now Diddy's attorney, I have so many questions about her and how much she must be paid and what she must need the money for. Like I have so many thoughts. They also said that Diddy made eye contact. I think I saw that on hold up, let me see if I saw that here or on TikTok. But there was a Asian, oh, here she go.
8 hours in a room with Diddy. This is my first time leaving the house in 3 months, and I'm at a federal courthouse in New York City. This is day 2 of jury selection for Diddy's trial. And it was, okay, listen, there's no video cameras allowed. There's nothing. It's not being live streamed. And there's only 3 rows of press that were allowed inside. Listen, the sketch artists are so good, but something about seeing him in person in the same room was so intense. He would turn around and make eye contact with like each members of the press and just like everyone in the courthouse. And the way that we can describe the way he looks, because there's no pictures allowed, so we don't really know, but the way he looks is, okay, we were having debates about this during lunch, but it's like, you know, koalas when they get fuzzy, like if it's really humid and they have like very fuzzy grayish white hair, he kind of is reminiscent to that. But let me tell you, the way he looks at every single person in that courtroom is the most intense thing ever. I feel like he's challenging people to break eye contact first. I almost peed myself.
And y'all know he does this because we saw him do it. There's a fucking meme of him doing this to people. When somebody looks at every single person in the courtroom and has a power struggle eye contact thing with them, I really feel like you need to understand how much they think about dominating people. I need for you to think about that. I need for y'all to understand these things are signals to how a person thinks, what they're trying to accomplish in the moment. I'm gonna let her finish.
But I'm going to go through all of the jury selection details in maybe another TikTok, maybe in a YouTube video. Follow Rotten Mango on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, YouTube. But starting Monday, once the actual trial starts, once the opening statements start, I'm going to be in there every single day, and I'm going to give you all the details every single day.
I just spent 8 and I'm about to follow you right now, Stephanie. Because, bitch, I want the details every single day. Do you hear me? I want the details, okay? Hold up. Stephanie Sue. Okay, let me follow you, bitch. Okay, because
Trial recap. I will say these are the most top 3 awkward moments during the entire day.
okay, let me pull this up because now I want to know. I want to know what else she said, y'all. Hold up, let me pull up my TikTok again. Hold up, girl. We about to see what Stephanie's talking about because Stephanie, I've been wanting to hear about this jury selection shit. Okay. Come on, 5.5 million. Okay, not this one. This one.
Going to be jury selection day 2 for the Diddy trial recap. I will say these are the most top 3 awkward moments during the entire day. I want to say when all the jurors, there were like 30 something jurors that were called to the stand to answer extra further questions to see if they can qualify to be jurors on this case. Every single time someone brought up the hotel video, okay, not every single time, but many a times I was staring at Diddy and he would visibly shake his head when people were describing the hotel video with Cassie. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe there's a bug near his head and he's shaking it off each time. But I want to say it was like a good handful of times that they were talking about the hotel video. There were other notably awkward moments. One of the jurors was excused because she said that she cannot look at any of the evidence in this case because she will faint. She will pass out. She said in junior high she passed out because someone was talking about oral intimate relations. And then another guy was excused because he admitted that he was smoking last night and it would be very difficult for him to stop smoking throughout the entirety of the trial. But he was very honest and I think that was admirable. So those were mainly the awkward moments of day 2. But if you guys
hilarious
want to get the whole jury selection recap because there's so much going on, there were people that worked for HBO that were trying to be on the jury. It was crazy, but I'm gonna leave that on YouTube on Rotten Mango, so please go check it out and see.
Okay. I saw what y'all were saying. Okay, I just followed her on Rotten Mango on YouTube. Okay, so I'm definitely going to go and see what it's hitting for. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else that I want to get into before I get out of here? Because I saved a lot of stuff. Oh, girl. Did y'all see this? Leaked audio alleges Matt Barnes flirted with a man behind his then girlfriend's back.
I haven't met. He and I haven't had sex. I haven't flown out to see him. We just had some text messages.
Most of our lives understand.
Y'all, I'm gonna let it play again. But did y'all hear? That's an look. You might as well just admit you out here fishing for dick.
I haven't met. He and I haven't had sex. I haven't flown out to see him.
We just had some text messages.
Most of our lives.
I'm not mad and I'm not surprised either. And the reason why I say I'm not surprised is because I feel like when niggas get a lot of coochie, like, you know, seeing what's up with a nigga is the next best thing. Like, what's up? I love her channel. It's so good. Okay, good. I've never heard of her before, so I have to get into her. Thank you, Jay Jersey, for the super chat. Okay, y'all know I love me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like to see other content creators because I like watching content too. Like, is everybody okay, bitch? I like content too. I am on social media too, girl. I do it for a living, but I'm up here because I like it. Okay, like that's why I like what I do. So yeah, put me on. Tell me about somebody, girl. Oh yeah, all right. So, but yeah, that Matt Barnes shit was like, that's not surprising at all. It's not surprising. At some point, you getting so much coochie, you might as well try dick. That's what it be giving. That's what it be giving. Cameron is a weirdo. I want to talk. Cameron is a weirdo, y'all. Cameron is diving headfirst into one of Ye's most disturbing recent revelations. I heard about this. I didn't want to talk about it because y'all know Kanye is a weirdo and I don't like talking about him because he just wants attention. On a new episode of his Talk with Flea show, the Harlem rapper and media personality revealed he's actively trying to locate Ye's cousin, the same relative Ye shockingly claims to have had a sexual encounter with during their childhood. I'm actually trying to find the cousin, Cameron said. I want to interview the cousin. So anybody who knows this cousin he's talking about and what jail he's in, we're willing to go to the jail and do the interview with the cousin. We actually on the hunt to find him personally, to find out exactly if what Kanye did to him led to him being in this situation right now. I knew that there was some homophobia somewhere, and that just revealed it to me. So, Cameron, let me get this straight. You are actively seeking out a nigga in jail to find out if he was hunching on his cousin when they was younger because you want to try to link him having that gay experience. You want to try to link that to him being a violent criminal. Is that the point? Because for me, I feel like this is another example of why I don't care when people are outed. Because if somebody came and said that Cameron was out here sucking dick or fucking with some punk somewhere, I would not care because you're the type of nigga that is predisposed with this shit in a way that makes me feel like you're suppressing your own feelings and you're interested to a level that you're doing it so that you can laugh at, make fun of, exploit somebody else. But the truth of the matter is, why do you care if you're not also low-key wondering for your own personal reasons? Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? The revelation stems from Ye's controversial song Cousins, in which he confessed to acting out sex acts with his cousin after being exposed to pornographic magazines as a child. The claim sparked a wave of criticism and disbelief, and many assuming the confession was a publicity stunt. I don't think so. I think many people like play house with their cousins. I do. Cameron, however, says he isn't condemning Ye, but would like to get to the truth. The cousin in question is reportedly incarcerated. What truth is there to get to? The reason why you're predisposed with this is because it interests you. Why does it interest you? People are gay sometimes. People have gay experiences. I really think that the reason why boys don't have more experiences that filter out, like they don't have it the same way women do, I feel like sometimes, like, yes, you were having this conversation. It is not easier because you still get treated badly, but it is easier for women to conceal gayness. It's easier for women to conceal gayness than it can be for men sometimes, depending on the type of man you are. But I also feel like with certain women, you ain't concealing shit. Niggas just don't give a fuck. That's the only difference. Niggas are not choosy. They don't care. So women can literally be straight up studs and niggas will still be trying to holler at them. It's really not the other way around. Women are not always trying to holler at men who they're not supposed to really be attracted to. Like, no woman is out here trying to holler at an effeminate gay man just because she want him. The way men will holler at any type of woman, no matter what. So that's why I feel like that conversation, we still like kind of have an imbalance in how we discuss that, where y'all think shit's so easy because somebody's a woman, but really, it's really not that easy. It's just that you think it's easier because people's responses to men are stronger, but it's men's responses to other men as well. Like, it's still men. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, Cameron is a weirdo to me. I think Cameron is like a ancient ass person, like in real life. Like I don't you're gonna tell me about some nice story somewhere, you know, in the ether that I'm supposed to take into consideration. I don't care. This type of shit is given closeted gay niggas, like the angry DL niggas that we be talking about. That I said I don't feel no type of ways about some punk coming out and outing your stupid ass because y'all really be like this. Like this is what I be thinking about, y'all, when we have these conversations, just so we're clear. Like, Cameron, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, why are you looking to like have that conversation? For what? For what? For why? So that you can make some point about people being gay?
This woman out her own mouth. And everything that I'm gonna tell you that we
Okay, I'm ASAP Rocky. Like, I'm gonna leave this alone. Okay. And I would need further information. Y'all be doing too much. Here.
I'm also like, I say this tenderly because I'm 38 fucking years old. So yeah, like I've been working for 20 years. I'm a professional adult.
So we can cut off a lot of dudes if you dating, you're not dating, whatever. But like Future, what's the age limit?
Age limit?
As far as youth to older. What's the youngest to the oldest? Like what's your range?
Damn, I'm telling myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
That's a
Why
good
are you laughing? Why is that funny?
No, because I thought she was going to be on
I thought you would say.
I thought she was going to be on some like 35 to 57.
Me too. Oh, no. I mean, I don't think I could.
What? She's 38. As a about to be 37-year-old woman, your age range I wouldn't even go 25 anymore. Like, I feel like it would have to be like 26, 27 on up. Okay. And I'm talking about women, not men. Okay. But yeah, you want them to be adults. You don't want them to be children because you're not trying to assault people.
I don't know. I'm not going to get up here and lie. Okay. Young men are very aggressive and they do not care how old I am.
Wait, but Joy, I have to ask you.
I'm also like, I say this tenderly because I'm 38 fucking years old. So
because this is a whole thing with women.
25
they're saying
is a
that these
grown
young
man.
men are really
25 is grown. I agree.
They're saying
nah, you ain't about to have me out here on some bullshit. 25 is a grown ass man.
They're saying 25-year-old men are where it's at. All the older women, that's what I'm trying to say. The women that I've been talking to, like in their 30s, late 30s, they're like, yo, like these younger men, they come, they're intentional, they come with it. They're like not playing around. They want to date you. They like treat you like you're a goddess. They appreciate you. They talk life into you. Like, I am hearing that these younger men from all these women, they are where it's at. I've never dated a younger man before. No, I've never wanted to.
They're telling
but
the
like
truth.
at this point, they're talking about.
Is this the truth after dark? They're telling the truth.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. I think it's because they were raised in a different time period. And I think that's the thing that we're leaving out here. These are grown women talking about dating grown men, but that they're just grown men that were raised in a different era, meaning that they might have a little bit more like emotional intelligence because, you know, they had moms in the 90s and the early 2000s and shit versus those of y'all whose parents were in like the 60s and the 70s. You know what I mean? Like, I understand perfectly what she's saying.
This is what I'm hearing. And even
but I don't like it's 20. I don't want to be clear here because like 25 is a grown man.
It's a grown man. Joy.
Okay.
You're not
about to have me on some bullshit.
What about it? What else is non-negotiable for you? Because this is a whole thing with women.
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you. I told Paul this the other day. I don't know. You hit me with the man of God thing. I says I'm.
But you say God a lot on your podcast.
God.
Yeah, you be like God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God is different.
Oh my God is different than being a man of God. If you're leading, I don't know. I've just had.
Do you see how stupid niggas are? Do you see how dumb they are? Paul, this woman is saying, I don't want to be with a man of God. And Paul Pierce says, but you say God on your podcast all the time. You're like, oh my God, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Those two things are not the same thing. People say, oh my God, as an expletive. Like, it's a saying. It's something that people say. It means, oh my gosh. It means surprise. It means shock. It means all. It has nothing to do with actually, like, actual religion. It has, like, nothing to do with that. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?
I've had some negative I've had some.
So wait, I think this is the girl, the lady who was involved at Fox News, right? She was the one, Fox Sports. She was the one that said, if these niggas, if they came at me the type of way, I would say they assaulted me. Like, she's that one, like, basically saying, I want my job, right? So I'm going to deal and sleep with these old men and all of this type of shit. I'm going to let them harass me. And then if I don't get what I want out of the situation, I'm going to tell on them. I believe that was her. Yeah. Joy. Thank you. Okay. That is her. Let's let her finish.
Negative experiences with people that lead with their religion.
Are you religious?
Not really. No.
So
I would say I'm a person of faith, but I'm not. I was raised in a Baptist church, very, very religious family. I don't think that just because you're a Christian that you are, not living a good life. I'm just saying, if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me, because I don't
they're hiding behind their religion.
don't care. Why? What does this matter to
happened
me?
with that before? That's what that happened.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a trigger behind that.
I do.
Sure. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean she needs to work on it and change it like that. No, I totally agree with what she's saying, especially with men, because with men, they usually don't really follow these religions, or if they do follow the religion, it's only enough to manipulate you into following the religion. I do not want to hear that from a man. Look at this one, the Fit Bae. You'll date a 25-year-old, but not if he's a man of God. She's the red flag here. No, she's not. It's all these likes. That's how you know, just because your comment gets a lot of likes doesn't mean it was something smart. Actually, no. Like, first of all, it depends on the 25-year-old. That's still somebody whose brain is supposed to be fully formed. They're an adult, right? It's not 21. So there's a difference there. But he's a man of God. That's because y'all think a man of God is a good thing until you start dating these men that call themselves men of God, and you realize they're controlling ass weirdos with kinks and fetishes, and they pedestalize purity culture so that they can be in a closet jacking off to some weird shit. Like that, when you realize that those men are about control, that's when you realize, I don't want to hear that from no man. I don't want to hear nothing about your religion from a fucking man, because all that means is you expect for me to go through some type of humiliation kink on your behalf and on your Jesus's behalf. I'm not doing it. So no, she's not wrong. She's absolutely right there. And anybody that thinks that she's wrong, that's just because you haven't figured it out yet. Come on. God forbid I praise my Lord and Savior. No, not God forbid. Just do that over there. Just do it over there. Like, nobody's mad at you for doing it, but you're just not my type. I hate the way people get mad about how people just don't want certain things. Like, it's okay.
I absolutely, I'm acknowledging I'm triggered by this, and it's become a red flag for me.
Wow.
I'm not saying that if you believe in God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck.
Look at this dumbass bitch. Religious men. Yeah, that's why she's dating 25-year-olds, shaking my head. She don't want to be led. She doesn't want forever. She want to have fun. And look at you acting like it's a bad thing. Lux life. Oh, it's a nigga. I thought that was a chick. My bad. She doesn't want to be led. Why the fuck would I let you lead me? You probably not even as successful as I am. Fuck, I'm gonna let you lead me for a stupid ass nigga. Kevin Samuels wins again. Like, look at him, y'all. No comment. Keep God first always. Look. The pick-me's in the comments that think that means something good, and the men that are mad because you're not allowing them to use God to manipulate you into being a doormat.
So just tell somebody else about it. I think for some men, they think that that's what women are looking for. Like, looking for a good Christian man.
Yeah.
And some people are, but just not me. So
but that's my thing about religion too. Like, like man may not like lead with it, but like some men needed to pull them out of places. Like when there's nothing else, like I felt like religion like helped me pull me out of some dark places.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, you're a man. That it's for you. It's supposed to help y'all manage y'all emotions. Y'all are the ones, like, bitch, y'all the ones that need help.
And like I believe
religion or faith.
Faith, probably faith,
right?
More so than like,
because you don't even understand the difference. Trying to have a conversation with me don't even understand the difference.
To me, those are two different things.
Okay.
Believing in God, having spirituality, having a connection with your spiritual side, praying, all those things I do.
Yeah.
But
same. But religion is different.
To lead with like, like, let's go to church on Sunday.
I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, I'm, Baptist, whatever it is, that's like your religion versus I'm a man of faith because I pray. I believe.
Saying that if you believe in God, that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck. So just tell somebody else about it.
Believe in a higher power.
But also
I'm
for me,
connected to my
I feel like
spirituality.
a lot of people that, a lot of men that are extremely religious think that if we get together, that I'm going to start doing that. And like, I'm not.
Believe in a higher power.
But also for me,
to my
and somebody said it in my comments, because y'all know I did my members only, we broke down a podcast, the full podcast from a clip that was going around, and the guy is saying how women don't adjust, and I cut it up and I put it on my TikTok and my Instagram. Y'all follow me on there. But you know, if you're not a member, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. You might be seeing, you know, content from members only videos there as well. But it was a really good live that I did. And we talked about that. And that was one of the things that, you know, were brought up basically, is how, shit, I lost my point. I hate that for me. God.
I feel like a lot of people that, a lot of men that are extremely.
About how women don't pivot, women don't shift, women don't adjust. That's what the man was saying. And somebody in the comments was like, whenever women get engaged, they start shifting. Like, you start going to his family's church. Like, I feel like I've definitely experienced men trying to convince you to like shit. For instance, a lot of the women that like sports, some of them actually like sports. Please don't get me wrong, because sports is entertaining. But on some level, I feel like most women are into sports because their nigga is into sports. Like, I know women that they don't really care about the sport, but they go there because the men are there. Like, it's not, you are basically adopting whatever the man likes so that you can get the man's attention. And I feel like, you know, women do this shit all the time. Like, women shift around men all the time. And religion is one of those things. You want her to go to your church. You want her to serve your God, like the way the black men have adopted Islam so that they can kind of bring women in and convince them to be a part of their religion. I think it kind of feeds those men's ego that I can introduce you to God, bitch. Yeah, that's right. I'm so close to God that I can introduce you to God by, you know, pulling you emotionally and sexually into a servitude type relationship with God and me being God by proxy, right? Meaning that whatever I want you to do is what God would want you to do, because I'm the man and I'm the head and I lead and all of this shit. That's basically the mentality. People can act like the Bible is telling them something different, but this is the way people are regurgitating it. This is the way they're processing it as it pertains to relationships and how it's used by men to control women into making the women feel like what they're doing is virtuous, when really it's just self-sacrifice for no reason other than the worship of a man. And I tell y'all all the time, like, every time I hear somebody talking about, you know, worshiping my Lord and Savior, like, the language is so crazy to me, because I don't think y'all don't believe that. You're just saying it because it sounds good, but you don't really believe that. And also, like, what is all of this? Like, to me, when we talk about worship, when we talk about the kingdom of God and all of that, I've been looking at this on TikTok as well. And somebody was smart and said that they feel like Jesus was telling parables, right? Which is what it is. You're not supposed to take the shit literally or like a history book, but listen to the story to get the meaning. The kingdom of God is you. The kingdom of God is the system inside of yourself, right? Jesus is talking about the kingdom of God, but he has to veil it and hide it. And this is really about the inside of you, not external God, not the God of the Pharisees. Okay. But inside of you, teaching you how to learn yourself, how to worship, how to adorn, how to really get glued into yourself. When y'all be saying that shit, oh, get to know God, for me, is get to know yourself. Those things are synonymous, but I think because of the way the language is used, people don't see the practical point of it, because it's always a metaphor. It's always being said in a way that is intangible, but it is something that's supposed to be tangible. The kingdom of God is not white sky daddy. You know, it's not a man by proxy. The kingdom of God is the kingdom inside of you. Okay. So yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you have to pay attention to the messaging and not the messenger. That's why you have to pay attention to what the story is trying to tell you, the moral of the story and not always be so focused on when, where, who, how, when. Like, I think, people get so bent out of shape behind religion because they're not looking at it from the perspective that they should be looking at it from. It's supposed to be teaching you something about yourself. Instead, you use it as a tool to control, manipulate, and harm other people. But, that's the world you are born into. That's how you filter religion, is as a tool to be used, not as something to help you find yourself and find whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, that in essence is worshiping God, because it's you figuring out whatever your thing is that you're supposed to be doing while you're here. I think everybody has something that they're supposed to be doing while they're here. And that is the God thing, whatever that is. And I think that people will try to convince you what that's supposed to be, but I think only you know. And because there are so many distractions to keep you from really going within and asking yourself, what is the thing God put me here to do? What is the thing that God wants me to experience or create while I'm here, so that I can be the representation of God on earth by acting out God's will, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. But y'all think that somebody else is supposed to be telling you what God's will is and what God wants you to do. And it's an internal thing. It's not an external thing. I don't think you can really get what you're supposed to be here to do, from somebody else. And I think that's what we've been taught, that other people can tell you what God wants you to do. No, motherfucker. You need to work on what God wants you to do, and I'm gonna work on what God wants me to do. And we may not be serving the same God. And because I don't feel like it's all about servitude, but it depends on how you look at it. Because if me realizing who I am and actualizing what my spirit is telling me to do, if that is service to a God, then fine. But I am not going to seek out my life in a way that is seen as a service to something else at my expense. You feel me? So yeah, that's what I have for y'all today. I think I'll end it there. Stella Mac, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, that Shakespeare nigga put the Bible together. That's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say that. I read all of these. Thank you, everybody who sent cash apps, who sent Venmos, who sent super chats. Thank y'all so much. Maybe I can go and give me something cute to wear to the Mother's Day brunch, child. Okay, something comfortable and well put together, not so Shein-ish. I need pants with Oh, let me show y'all before I go. Before I get out of here, let me show y'all that TikTok that I was telling y'all about. I sent it to the girls last night in our chat because I wanted them to see what I was talking about too. Okay, because I need for y'all to because I know a lot of people perceive my energy as masculine, but when I am in my feminine, bitch, I am. Okay.
Into your elegant feminine era, but still want pieces that are affordable and elevated, these brands are your new best friend.
Y'all should obviously follow I Am Desi.
Off with Hanifa for when you want structure, color, and main character energy. It's us owned, bold, and sculpted. Next, we have Riona, a very clean, minimal, and soft luxe brand. Think grown woman layering done right. Kai Collective. They have elegant body skimming pieces with powerful prints and feminine silhouettes. Meshki is very sleek, structured, curve loving without being too much. Think dinner in Dubai and luxury staycations. Pixie Market for elevated basics that feel like designer without the luxury price tag. It's Australian based, but giving resort and elegance and linen dreams. Next, we have Quince, affordable silk, cashmere, and tailoring that lets the fabric do the talking. The Line by K, editorial simplicity. You look styled without even trying. Abercrombie curve.
Okay, before I let her get into the Abercrombie, which is what we was really here for. When the way I am into an off the shoulder or something that's gonna show my décolletage, bitch. Okay. I need y'all to get into the Claire Huxtable of it all. I need y'all to get into the poise of it all. Please stop playing with me.
Curve love. Shockingly, one of the best places for trousers, denim, and bodysuits that actually fit grown women. These brands aren't all over TikTok, and that's why they work. Because when you shop with taste, you never have to worry about looking like everyone else. If it doesn't make you walk slower, pose longer, and sit prettier, leave it. Bye for now. Toodles.
Okay. And y'all know I'm an old playing jazz in the background ass bitch. This suits me. Okay, come on. I love Hanifa. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Girl, the way I'm about to be clarnering my life today. I need to get my life together. True. The only way one could get to know themselves is to get to know God whom created us. See, that's the thing though. What do you mean though? Right? And you don't need to be religious to be a good person. That's another thing. Like, I treat people well because I treat people how I want to be treated. That's the golden rule. The golden rule is treat people how you want to be treated. I don't need all of the other shit that y'all think we need. I need other shit, right? We need rites of passage, right? We need ways to deal with life as it happens versus constantly teaching everybody to live as if the secular world is wrong and everything spiritual is right. And we're here though, but we're here though. You have to be where we at with it. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share me, tell the people about me. Okay. And I'll see y'all in the next one, y'all. And follow everybody that I featured today, you know, for the people that may not get why content creators share other content creators' content. I love y'all. I'll see y'all.